Fuel, Cave and Calcar Quarries, Dillon Scott Funeral Home, Hoosier Hills Credit Union, Hoosier Hardware, In Focus Eye Care, Jeremy Payton, Edward Jones, KFC of Paoli, Orange County REMC, and Orange County Fiber, Orange County CASA, the only health and living community, Springs Valley Bank and Trust, Summer Seamless Guttering, Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James, Springer Insurance, Team OC Youth Mentoring, Whitfield Investments, and the Orange County Community Foundation. Now, let's head to the action. This is Mix 95.3 WUME, your home for local sports.
The number one Paoli Rams, the only undefeated team left standing in the state of Indiana, puts its 26-game winning streak on the line in Class 2A Regional 23 against the number 8 team, the Linton Stockton Miners. Good afternoon, everybody, from Lloyd Scott Gymnasium on the Donna Sullivan Court at Seymour High School. I'm Dave Dedrick along with Bert Pettigo, and it's time now for Rams basketball on Mix 95.3, streaming live on WUME953.com. And ask Alexa to play Mix 95.3 WUME. The Rams and Miners are no strangers to meeting up in postseason play with 6 tournament games. In the 2023 sectional with Linton winning 72-48. 2019 regional, a Linton win on the last second shot, 72-71. 207 sectional, Paoli won that 67-58. 2006 sectional, Linton 56, Paoli 39. 2005 sectional, Paoli a 66-53 winner. And in the 2004 sectional, Paoli 66, Linton 44. The two teams have also met twice in regular season play in 2018 and 2019. Today on the line is a trip to the semi-state. And we continue with the Team OC pregame show. Team OC expanding possibilities one child at a time. Bert Pettigo will join me, and we'll take a closer look at this regional matchup between the Rams and the Miners. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Invest where it matters most, in the people and the potential of Orange County. Over the last decade, through the power of giving, the Orange County Community Foundation has helped thousands achieve their dreams, distributing numerous dollars in scholarships and grants from endowed funds. And we're just getting started. Scholarship applications will open soon, giving Orange County students the chance to unlock new opportunities, realize their full potential, and leave their mark on the world. Plus, be on the lookout for details on our unrestricted grants program, empowering local nonprofits to continue their philanthropic work and address the most pressing needs in our community. In 2024 alone, this grant cycle poured over $85,000 into our community, supporting many programs. Looking to make a lasting difference? Start a fund with us today and create a legacy that grows year after year. Call us at 812-723-4150 because your generosity shapes tomorrow. Together, we're building a better community. One scholarship, one grant, one legacy at a time.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jeremy Payton, your Bedford Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Edward Jones and Jeremy Payton is a proud sponsor of high school sports on WUME. For all of your investment needs, call Jeremy Payton or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
The Paoli Rams, winners of the Salem sectional last week with wins over Crawford County, Mitchell, and Providence, meet up with the 2A47 sectional champs, the Linton Stockton Miners. That was the North Knox sectional. And the Miners picked up wins last week over Eastern Green, South Knox, and Sullivan to set up this regional matchup today at Seymour High School. Good afternoon again, everybody. Dave Dedrick along with Bert Pettigo. As the Rams come in rated number 1, they've won 26 in a row. But, Bert, you play a team at this stage of the game that either have a great season going themselves or they are on a heater. And for the Linton Stockton Miners, 23-4, they have won 16 of their last 17 and 10 in a row.
Yeah, very good team. They've got size, they've got quickness, they've got shooters, they've got ball handlers, and they rebound. And that, if you can do those things or have those attributes, you're going to be tough to handle. And Linton will be a very tough handle for Paoli today because they've got some things that can bother Paoli.
Well, the Rams come in. They just got to play their game again. That's getting it up and down. But, again, they'll be playing a team that will once again be just as physical as they will be out on the court today.
Yeah, and that for the most part, is Paoli's biggest strength, is just the strength that they have. few teams can match the physicality. Linton probably can, and we'll see how they match up with it. The one key factor may come down to something as simple as bulk pressure. Paoli's going to try to pressure these guards for Linton, try to turn them over. They've shown signs that they may turn it over so far this year, and if that's the case, Paoli might be able to get some easy shots and take advantage of it.
Linton Stockton, no stranger to regional play. In fact, they were in the Lagodi Regional last year, and they were there not the year before, but the year before that. So these senior group, they are seasoned veterans in postseason play. While for the Rams, they have made it to the regional for the first time in 4 years. But looking, Bert, for the first time in 26 years to cut down the nets and bring home a regional championship.
Yeah, they have got to come out and play well. They've got to do the things that have gotten them to this point where they are undefeated and number one. You've got to rebound. You've got to get second shots. You've got to knock down your open shots. And for Paoli, it may all be about the defense. They're going to have to deal with a couple of players for Linton in particular, in Connor Daly and Paul Oliver. Both of them very good ball players. Oliver, he'll be the straw that stirs the drink, so to speak. They will get it to him. He will facilitate a lot as far as getting it to the right man at the right time. And Daly, he's their leading scorer, nearly 20 points per ball game. Dangerous shooter from the outside.
Rams and the Miners, a trip on the line to the semi-state next week here at Lloyd Scott Gymnasium on the Donna Sullivan floor. When we continue with the Team OC pregame show, we'll talk with head coach Matt Britton of Linton Stockton and Dusty Cola Paoli. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Satisfy your cravings with KFC's world-famous fried chicken. What began from a humble service station in Corbin, Kentucky now includes over 24,000 KFC outlets in more than 145 countries and territories around the world. It's real meals made the hard way. Now you can enjoy their world-famous fried chicken in a variety of ways, from buckets to meal deals, sides, and desserts. Stop by the KFC at 925 North Gospel Street in Paoli. It's finger-licking good.
Looking to make a difference? Team OC's Youth Mentoring Program is here to help kids in Orange County reach their full potential. Our mission to expand child's possibilities through a community-wide mentoring program for kids 7 to 17. We provide support, guidance, and a caring adult to lean on. You can be a part of their journey. Become a mentor or make a donation. Join us at 262 West Court Street, Paoli, or visit teamocmentoring.org. Questions? Call Executive Director Priscilla Woodrum at 812-653-0288. Team OC, expanding possibilities one child at a time.
Hi, this is John Bender. Cooler weather, it's on its way. The Department of Energy says a properly insulated home can save you up to 20% off your heating and cooling expense. So make sure your home is properly insulated this fall. The Owens Corning ProCat Low-Fill Insulation System makes it quick and affordable to properly insulate your home. You can do it yourself, or we can recommend a contractor to help you. Learn how easy you can add insulation with the ProCat Insulation System by visiting us at Bender Lumber. Local people serving local needs for over 90 years.
As we roll on with the Team OC pregame show, head coach Matt Britton of Linton Stockton joins us now as Miners ready to take on the Rams in this regional game. We'll talk about that in just a few minutes. Coach, not on our regular schedule, so if you would kind of take us through how the regular season went for your ball club.
We started off a little slow, which is kind of typical for us to typically make a pretty deep run in football, so a lot of kids getting adjusted to basketball season. But we feel like we've gotten better as the year has gone on. 23-4 and won 16 of our last 17 games, and feel like we've played a pretty good schedule that has toughened us up as the season's gone along, and playing our best basketball at the right time. We like to get up and down the floor, scoring about 67 points per game as a team. You'll see 7 or 8 different kids that'll play throughout the game, and it's an experienced group. With 4 seniors that have played quite a bit for us the last few years.
Most importantly, though, Coach, you went 3-0 last week.
That's right. We had a tough draw in the sectional. We had to play 3 very good basketball teams, and our kids were up for the challenge and got through it and won the sectional. So excited about that and about the opportunity in front of us today.
You mentioned you like to move the ball up and down the court. What do you do in your half-court set, though?
A lot of ball movement, a lot of cutting, screening, and moving the basketball. We average close to 18 assists per game. So our kids have done a nice job of sharing the basketball. we have the school's all-time leading assist guy in Jackson Miller at point guard, and another player in Paul Oliver that averages just under 5 assists per game as well. So when you have seniors leading the way and sharing the ball, it really helps in the half court.
You've been around the block or two like everybody nowadays, Coach, and that senior leadership, you win the juniors and seniors, don't you?
You really do. Just the experience in the postseason matters so much, and kids that have been through the rigors of the regular season for multiple years, and they get to the postseason, they can make adjustments a little bit quicker and handle adversity and the flows of the game a little bit better than a young kid might. So like everybody, we're leaning on those upperclassmen to lead the way for us.
What about on the defensive end? What do you do there?
We've been primarily a man-to-man team throughout the season. Occasionally mix in some zone or some half-court trap, but just try to be very disciplined on the defensive end and not create offense for the other team.
Well, what about your matchup with Paoli today?
They're a great team, well-coached, deep, physical, athletic team, very balanced, not just in not just in their scoring, individually, but how they score the ball with offensive rebounding, with points off transition and turnovers. They have a couple guys that shoot the ball well. They can get to the basket on you. They have a couple strong post players inside. So very balanced in how they go about scoring. Good defensive team and rebounding team. I think Coach Cole does a great job with them.
Well, what does your team have to do to win today, Coach?
We've got to hold our own on the boards for sure. And defensively, they've got to try to limit the good opportunities that Paoli might get at the basket. Offensively, take care of the basketball and get into our offense and just do what we've been doing and keep the ball moving until we can get a high percentage shot.
Line up for your ball club today.
Jackson Miller, senior point guard number 3, will be playing the point for us. We have other guards, number 15, Connor Daly, the senior as well, and sophomore number 20, Ruben Goodman, and then a couple forwards, number 11, senior Paul Oliver, and number 44, junior Caden White.
And then off your bench?
Number 2, Cooper Smith will play a lot for us, senior that's been through, played a lot the last few years as well. And then also number 13, sophomore, Kingston Crane.
Everybody healthy, ready to go?
We are. We're ready to go and excited for this opportunity, and hopefully it's a great basketball game.
Coach Britton, as always, thank you for the time and the talk. You and your ball club have a good game today.
Thank you so much.
Coach Matt Britton and Linton Stockton, stay tuned. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Tired of slow internet and weak Wi-Fi? Get connected with Orange County Fiber, your local reliable fiber internet service. With powerful parental controls, device prioritization, and built-in cybersecurity, your whole family can browse, stream, and game with confidence. And that's not all. Some plans even include indoor and outdoor cameras or video doorbells for extra peace of mind. Call Orange County Fiber at 812-865-2229. Fast, safe, and smart internet for your home or business. Looking for top-notch fuel that keeps your engine running smoothly? Pull into Riley Oil, your trusted supplier of Marathon fuels. With convenient locations in Paoli, Orleans, and Hardinsburg, we've got you covered. Enjoy the ease of paying at the pump 24/7, or swing by Paoli where we'll pump the gas for you. Grab a snack and drink and be on your way with Riley Oil, fueling your journey every mile of the way.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summers Seamless Guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home? Protect it properly. Choose Summers Seamless Gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762. Summers Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
At As we continue with the Team OC pregame show, head coach Dusty Cole joins us now. Rams get ready for regional play this afternoon, taking on the Linton Stockton Miners. We'll talk with Coach Cole about that matchup in just a few minutes. But, Coach, got to go back 1 week ago on a Saturday night. What a night it was over at Salem when you took care of business and cut down the Nets, beating Providence in that championship game.
Yeah, just a really good week, honestly, and just kind of ended with the Saturday night game. But we had a good week just leading up to that. We had some good practices in there. I thought we played well all week. And our kids just had the right mindset, I think, going in. So they were in a good place, and we came out ready to play every game. And it just ended with a good game on Saturday night where we got a lot of good play out of everybody.
Before we talk about today's game, Coach, how's the week been non-basketball-wise? Because I know it has been busy.
It's been busy, but it's been great. A lot of support. We've gotten to get together a couple times, eat a couple times, which has been nice. We had a regional practice over there at a Seymour, which is just an outstanding gym. Such a big gym. I think they say now maybe the second biggest in the world, I think, the high school gym. And so it's a nice place, but it still has a good feel to it, too. So we enjoyed that. And not too bad of a trip. About an hour and 15 minutes we can get there. So not too bad of a trip. I think we'll take a lot of people. But it was just kind of fun practicing there. And then we got to eat afterwards. A couple businesses have paid for some things for us, so that's been nice. We got to take advantage of that some, too. And we've still gotten a little bit out of practice. We've got to watch a lot of tape this week. We went up and down a lot in, Tuesday, Wednesday, the early part of the week, and then had our practice last night. And then, we'll have the pregame here on a Friday and be ready to play today.
All right, Coach. Well, what about this matchup? A team that you know a little bit about in Linton Stockton because you do have some history with them in postseason play.
Well, it just seems like they're always there for one. They're always in the postseason. They're just kind of used to winning. They have a lot of kids that have played in some big games. The experience is typically on our side a little bit in a lot of these games, but that might not be the case here. The Oliver kid, he was a starting player on the state team, when they made the run. So he's been around a long time. All their guys, they got about 4 or 5 of them that played some big minutes last year on their regional team that won the regional. So they have some experience for sure. They're a strong team, so they'll kind of match the physicality we have, probably better than most teams. So those are just the two things that kind of stand out about them. Obviously, they have 2 really good players in the Oliver kid that gets about 17 a game, and Daly gets about 20. So they can score the basketball. A thing to be concerned with a little bit is the three-point shooting. They shoot the ball extremely well. They have 4 or 5 guys that have hit 4 or 5 threes in a game. So we'll have to take away the three-point line. That'll be big for us, too.
Typically, when we think of a Linton team, Coach, we think of an athletic team and a physical team. Does this team fit that mold?
Absolutely. Really strong team, very physical. They're pretty athletic, like you said. But we have some advantages, too, for sure. We feel like we have the depth advantage. We play a lot more kids. Maybe even lost a kid or two, throughout the season, so the depth could be a big factor. We've looked at a lot of tapes and haven't seen them play against a lot of press. So we'll see how they handle that. That's been in our favor a little bit. We've been kind of looking at a lot of teams, and there's not a lot of teams in Southern Indiana that are actually pressing right now. It seems like everybody tries to model, the college game, and then that's kind of changed from how it was 10, 15 years ago. You don't have the Kentucky, the Arkansas, the UNLVs, getting up and down the floor and pressing the whole time. You don't see a lot of that anymore, and that's kind of how we play a little bit. So we're kind of searching on some tape just to see how they line up against it and what they're going to do, and teams aren't practicing against that either. So that's the advantage we have there too. So we'll see how they handle the press. That'll be big for us, but we have to take away the three-point line, and the rebounding battle is going to be huge. This is 2 physical teams. They get a lot of offensive rebounds as well. We're looking at probably 9 or 10 offensive rebounds a game, a lot of putbacks. They're scoring mid-50s to 60, so we'll have to keep those scores down there.
Defensively, what do you expect out of them?
They'll kind of mix it up. We've seen a little bit of everything. We've seen some 1-3-1. They always play some 1-3-1 over there, it seems like, throughout the game at some point. They'll play a little bit of 1-2-2. They'll play like a 1-1-3 that kind of morphs into 2-3. It's pretty much a 2-3 zone, and then a little bit of man. So they'll mix it up. Certain games they play a little more a certain defense sometimes, but I would say they're probably a majority man-to-man team that kind of mixes up the other three a little bit. So I think we'll see a little bit of everything. Haven't seen them press a whole lot, so pretty much just a half-court team.
And again, as always, we ask about keys to the game, and you mentioned it, kind of what we always expect the Rams to do to win.
Yeah, same thing. We've got to get the ball inside, dominate the paint. We want to get them in foul trouble. I think that's really big for us that they have a couple guys that are really good defenders, a couple good rebounders, but we feel like if we can get into the bench a little bit and those guys pick up some fouls, that's a big advantage for us. So we got to keep going inside and kind of control the paint a little bit, and then the tempo is going to be big. We got to control the tempo, got to score off our defense a little bit like we always do, and then the depth. We want to get into the depth some too and just compete on the glass. Those 50-50 balls against a team like this are going to be huge. They're used to getting those as well, and it'll be a battle to get those, but we've done a really good job. I think our team's in a really good place. We've had good practices. The last 2 or 3 games, we're playing our best basketball, and I think our kids will be ready to play.
Line up for your ball club today?
We won't change anything, so we'll start the way that we have been. So we'll have Cooper, Dakoa, and Ian in the backcourt, Traylon and Dane at the forwards.
Then off your bench?
Off the bench, we'll have Chad and Kirkland, and Justin will play pretty early as well, and then could even play a few more after that with Cade.
Everybody healthy, ready to go?
We've had a lot of sickness this week. We've had a lot of guys sick. I think throughout the week, we've probably had 8 of our 12 guys have been out sick, so we've kind of battled that a little bit. But, we've got some tough kids, and I expect everybody to be ready to play.
Well, Coach, the first time that this group has played in a regional game, you as a coach have been coaching and played in. So what do you tell your team about this type of atmosphere and what they'll be facing today?
Well, this is a team they're always ready to play. I think that's big, but they have to stay hungry. We've accomplished a lot this year. We're coming off a really big win. We've just got a lot of check marks. We've checked a lot of boxes this year. But when you get to a game like this, you got to stay hungry. You got to see what's in front of you a little bit. There's a great opportunity here for these kids. And I think they realize that, but we're still trying to get that message across a little bit. But I think they want to keep playing.
Coach Cole, as always, thank you for the time and the talk. You and your ball club have a good game today.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Head Coach Dusty Colapaoli, stay tuned. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Looking for a bank that actually puts you first? Then it's time to meet Springs Valley Bank and Trust Company, where banking feels a little more human. Whether you're saving for a rainy day, chasing your first home, or planning that someday retirement dream, we've got your back every step of the way. Enjoy personal service, local decisions, and real people who care about your goals. Stop by your local Springs Valley Banking Center or visit us online at svbt.bank to get you started. Loyal to you, your family, and your future. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Springer Insurance is proud to support our Paoli Rams as they work toward a successful season. The hard work that goes into training and preparation is something we truly value. Mark, Daniel, Thomas, and Greg will work with our team at Indiana Farmers Insurance to find the best coverage for your home, auto, farm, or business. Visit us at Springer Insurance in Orleans or call 812-865-3133. We love taking care of customers as much as we love our Rams. Go Rams!
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jeremy Payton, your Bedford Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Edward Jones and Jeremy Payton is a proud sponsor of high school sports on WUME. For all of your investment needs, call Jeremy Payton or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Satisfy your cravings with KFC's world-famous fried chicken. What began from a humble service station in Corbin, Kentucky now includes over 24,000 KFC outlets in more than 145 countries and territories around the world. It's real meals made the hard way. Now you can enjoy their world-famous fried chicken in a variety of ways, from buckets to meal deals, sides, and desserts. Stop by the KFC at 925 North Gospel Street in Paoli. It's finger-licking good.
The theme today for the Rams is Gold Rush, and there is a lot of gold and purple here today at the Lloyd Scott Gymnasium on the Donna Sullivan floor as Paoli, rated number 1 in Class 2A, puts that undefeated record on the line and a trip to the semi-state against the number 8, Linton Stockton Miners. Rams come in, the defensive average is number 10 in the state, number 48 offensively. Their margin of victory is number 6. for Linton offensively, number 39 in the state, and their margin of victory at 14 points is number 38 in the state of Indiana, heading into this showdown at the Lloyd Scott Gymnasium. Paoli today, well, they played well throughout the entire season. They've answered every bell, so to speak. And Bert, it gets no bigger than today here for the Rams, their first ever trip to Lloyd Scott Gymnasium.
Yeah, every week you progress in the tournament, it gets bigger and bigger. The opponents get bigger and bigger and better as you go through, and that's definitely the case for the Linton Stockton Miners, today's opponents for Paoli.
As we wrap up the Team OC pregame show, Team OC expanding possibilities one child at a time. Let's take a look at today's starting lineups, brought to you by Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James.
First off, for the Linton Stockton Miners and Coach Matt Britton, they are number 8 in the state, 23-4 overall. They will start this way, a couple of forwards and 3 guards. The forwards will be Paul Oliver and Caden White. Oliver, 6'4 senior, averaging 15.2. White, 6'4 junior, averaging 8 per contest. The backcourt will consist of Jackson Miller, Connor Daly, and Reuben Goodman. Miller, 5'8 a senior, averaging 7.1. Daly, 6'2 a senior, the leading scorer for Linton at 19 per game. And Goodman, 6'2 a sophomore, averaging 7.4. For the Paoli Rams and Coach Dusty Cole, 26-0 entering this afternoon's contest, number 1 in Class 2A in the state. They will start this way across the front line with Trey Minton and Dane Padgett. Minton, 6'2 a senior, averaging 3.8. Padgett, 6'3 a senior, averaging 12.1. Starting backcourt, that will consist of Ian Sullivan, Cooper Spires, and Dakota Apple. Sullivan, 5'10 a junior, averaging 5 per game. Spires, 6'1 a senior, averaging 8.4. And Apple, 6'3 and a junior, he averages 10.2. Offensively, Paoli scores it at 64 per game. They give up 40.6 on the defensive side. 2-point shooting for Paoli, 55%. 3-point shooting at 30%. And they shoot 62% overall as a team from the free throw line. For Linton, offensively, they scored at 66 per game, and they give up 52 on the defensive side. Your starting lineups today brought to you by Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James. And just to go over the remainder of the Paoli roster, you've got Chad Sullivan, Kirkland Hughes, Justin Thornton, Cade Walls, Colton Beckley, Clay Turner, and Landon Smith. And hopefully we can get down to where those guys are getting action, because that means that Paoli will have established a pretty good lead. Linton, they are in the home whites. They are trimmed in red and blue. And the Paoli Rams, they are in the traveling purples, trimmed in gold and white. And Dave Dedrick will take us through today's ball game.
Well, this is one of those matchups that, whenever the draw came out, you looked at who could win sectionals and what possible matchups might happen at the regional level. This is one that, of course, a lot of people thought would play out, and it has here today. The Rams will be the team in their traveling purple, trimmed in gold and white. Linton Stockton purple and gold and white, and the Linton Stockton Miners in their home whites with the red numerals trimmed in the dark blue. Great crowd on hand here for the Rams. I talked to somebody before the game. They said, if we got points for fans here, we'd already be up on the scoreboard.
Yeah, Paoli they have looped around us. This whole home side of the stands, purple and gold. To our left, the student section has filled this section, and they are all ready to go. The officials, one last clearance with the players, and now we are ready to go as well.
Dane Padgett at the center circle for the Rams as we get ready to go. Ball in the air. He and Oliver, ball ping-pong tipped around, and the Rams come up with it. In fact, Padgett ends up with it over to Spires. Spires will work against the Miners. They'll open up in a half-court 1-3-1 zone, looking almost at 1-1-3 that Coach Call talked about in the pregame. It'll morph down into a 2-3. Rams will set it up now in their zone offense as Paoli a chance to get on the scoreboard first. Ian Sullivan on the left wing looks at that zone, nowhere to go. Into the lane on the bounce. Ball knocked away, stolen. Oliver comes out of there with it on a nice play. Rams turn it over on their first possession. Paoli will open up in the half-court man-to-man. Out front, Apple guarding Miller, their point guard to Daly, one of their better players, drawing the Rams' best defensive player, that being Traylon Minton. Used up the dribble, handed off to Miller around the perimeter to White between the circles with Ian Sullivan drawing that assignment. White with the height advantage will not go down low just yet. See if they'll try that mismatch. Oliver will come out. Almost every one of these Linton Minor Stockton ball players can handle the ball, and that's why they are out in that 4-out, 1-under type offense, being very deliberate. They run a lot of sets. The Rams have to be steady on their defense. Backdoor cut. There's Miller. Shot up and in and out. No good. Ball tipped around. Ian Sullivan comes down with the rebound deep in the right corner. So the Rams got caught, but still able to recover with their size, and they'll try it again as they'll drop back again, looking at that 1-1-3 zone. Coach Cole now looking at set up that zone offense. Cooper Spires running the controls of this Rams offense out on the right side. Into the corner left side to Apple. Dakota skip it over the top to Spires with the left-hander dribble, shovels it out. 3 by Ian Sullivan, back of the rim, no good. Ball tipped around loose, fighting for it. White down low. He got the ball knocked away, but comes up with it anyway. Ian Sullivan were battling for it. Here goes Oliver down the lane, just bullies his way in, lays it softly off the heel of the rim, up and good. And the Miners go up 2-0. We see Oliver do that a lot. He'll get the rebound and then just come straight down the court, which he did that time. Played 2 minutes here in this first quarter of play on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Rams looking for their first points. Bounce pass down low. Here's Padgett. He muscles his way in traffic. Put it up in a double team off the glass and good. And we're tied 2-2. Rams set up 2-2-1 full court pressure. Oliver in the Miller. Miller in the backcourt across the timeline to Daly. Fakes, dribbles on the baseline, reverses it to left to right, lays it up and good off the glass. Connor Daly's first 2 on a nice move on the baseline. Their leading score at 19 per ball game. And the Miners back up quickly 4-2. Sullivan into the corner. Ian against that 1-1-3 zone. Lob it over the top to Spires. Spires now sets up the Rams offense. Paoli very deliberate against this zone, slowing down the game. Apple sets, launches 3, left side short, no good. Trey Mitten, the rebound, bounce pass down low off the foot of Padgett, and out of there with it will be Daly coming the other way. So the Rams unable to take advantage of that offensive rebound. Linton up by 2 in the basketball. Right side looking is Goodman. He looks for the back door, nobody open. Pass it out front to Oliver to Miller. Miller, the point guard at 5'8", and a senior. Bounce pass goes to Oliver on the wing. Swing it left side. White with the basketball, dribbles to the top of the key to Miller, back to the left of the key. Miller looking for cutters, 3 on the way. Oliver left side is up and good. Paul Oliver's got 5, and it's a 7-2 lead for Linton Stockton. 4:35 and counting here in the first quarter of play. Ian Sullivan to the left of the key. You give it off to Apple between a couple of defenders to Spires. Jump pass in the corner to Padgett. Dane back to Spires to the right of the key. Rams get set to put some substitutions in at the next dead ball. Paoli will set it up against this 1-1-3 zone. Spires dribbles in, launches 3 right of the key. It's off the back of the rim, no good. Batted out of there by Mitten, and it's last touch by Trey. It'll be Linton basketball.
Linton right now setting back in that zone defense, daring Paoli to shoot, and they have put up 3 3-pointers so far. All have been off of the mark. Paoli brings in Kirkland Hughes. We'll see if that necessitates a change in defense for Linton next time.
Rams go to their diamond and 1 full court pressure. Miller trapped at half court, lob it over the top to White. White in the double team, skips it way outside. Goodman 3, the left of the key, short, no good. Cooper Spires with the rebound, brings it down the left sideline with the dribble. Gets it into the offensive end, pass right side to Hughes. Right back to Spires at the top of the key. Linton going to stay in that 1-1-3 zone offense. Miller at the point right at the free throw line. That's where they have Oliver. Then on the back line, it is Goodman along with White and Daly. Dakota Apple dribbles on the baseline, kicks it back out to Spires, fakes 3 to Apple into the corner. Hesitation move down the lane. He goes on the baseline, shot up and good. Nice hesitation move by Dakota Apple. He'll have an and 1 opportunity on his first 2 of the afternoon. And it is a 7-4 ball game with 3:31 to go in the first quarter of play.
That foul goes on Paul Oliver. That'll be his first on Linton.
Free throw by Apple, up and good. So Dakota, 70% free throw shooter, a 10-point average. And the Rams are back to within 2. Rams staying that diamond in 1 defense. Down the right sideline, Miller lob it up ahead to Oliver. Oliver looking, goes cross court. With it is Daly. Daly jump pass out front to Miller. Splits the double team. Shovel pass. Oh, a nice one to a wide open White on the left side, up and good. His first 2 of the night. And penetration that time by Miller and a great dish. Back to a 4-point lead with 3:05 to go here in the first. Linton on stop. As the Rams set against that zone defense, Apple has it deep in that left corner. Down on the baseline, dribbles back out of trouble to use. Kirkland near the volleyball spike line. Here's Apple again driving down the lane, put it up in traffic, rims in and out, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Oliver. He'll bring it down the left sideline. He's going to go into the free throw line. Ball knocked away, stolen by Apple. Dakota the other way. A couple of defenders, hesitation move, laid it up. No good. Kirkland Hughes right there, though, to lay it up on the follow-up. Gets his first two, and the Rams are back to within two at 9-7. As Bailey trying to speed up this ball game, but 2:30 to go in the first quarter. Oliver in the backcourt near the 10-second line. Over to Miller. Three on the way. Short, no good. Deep rebound flying through there is Daly, and he went up for that second chance, he'll be fouled as Linton Stockton gets their first offensive rebound and a foul called on Paoli.
The officials confer with one another before coming over to make the call. The foul is going to go on Dakota Apple. That'll be his first and team first. I think what they were talking about was he trying to go back up with a shot? He was not, so Linton will inbound to the left of their bucket. Justin Thornton gets to see his first action of the day, and Trey Minton checks back in.
Cooper Smith in along with Kingston Crane, first substitutions of the day. On the right side, Daly bumped at the free throw line, put up a shot, a lot of traffic. It rattles around and falls in for his fourth point of the day. Daly, a 19-point score, makes it 11-7 with 2:05 to go. Out high, Apple against that zone defense. Right of the key, Apple to use Dakota to Kirkland between the circles. Directing traffic out front. Rams going to be very patient here, walking it into the three-point arc. Is Apple, top of the key, dump it down low on the right side. Chad going to back in traffic, spin, cut it off. He gets it down low to Minton, who drives left side, no good. Big Traylon, he intercepted that pass from Justin Thornton, who was the intended recipient of that, but it ended up good for the Rams anyway, going to the free throw line.
That foul will be on Kingston Crane. That'll be his first and team second.
First time the Rams were able to get the ball in the free throw line area against that zone and try and do something good with it. Trey Minton's free throw, unfortunately, rims in and out, no good. Keeps it at 11-7 ball game. 1:48 to go in the first quarter of play. 2A regional at Seymour. Second free throw by Traylon up and good for his first point. That will allow the Rams to set up full court pressure. In the backcourt, Daly to Miller. Miller still at the free throw line area. Reverses dribble to midcourt to Oliver across the timeline. Gets it to the right wing and will hold it up. Oliver passes it out front to Miller between the circles. Miller against the Rams man-to-man defense. Kingston Crane, 6'3" and a sophomore, checks in for the first time, and there's a bump out near the 10-second line, and a foul going to be called as Dakota Apple tried to reach in on Miller.
That's going to be a big one on Paoli because Apple has now picked up his second personal foul with still a minute 26 to go in the first, and that's the second team foul.
Rams will substitute as Cooper Spires re-enters the lineup. Apple will have to sit with those two fouls. We've seen that a couple of times so far this season. We'll see how the Rams play it, though, in postseason play. Down by 3, a minute 20 to go. Linton has the basketball against the Rams man-to-man. Oliver on the right side. Out to Miller. To Daly, skip it back over to Miller on the right wing. Back to Daly. 3, top of the key. Up short, no good. Ball tipped around loose. Kingston comes down with it. Right back to Miller. 3, right of the key. In and out, no good. Another offensive rebound down low on the lane is Smith this time. His pass deflected. Miller coming out of there with it. His jump pass in the corner over to Oliver. He hesitates as the Rams wanted to travel, but the official said it was touched by the Rams defender. Miller drives down the lane. His shot rims in and out, no good. And finally, Minton, the rebound. Quickly up to Spires down the lane. Dump it off to Chad on the right side. Pump fake shot up, no good. Gets his own rebound shot. Comes up short, no good. Both teams getting a lot of opportunities, but couldn't get anything to fall on that trip. Down to 30 seconds to go. Linton Stockton, a 3-point lead with 28 seconds to go in the first quarter of play. Oliver out high. Give it off to Miller. Miller dances his way down to the free throw line into a triple team, and then a reach-in foul got to stop play as the Rams will be whistled for this one.
And Cooper Spires, I believe, will be the one caught reaching in. Wait just to make sure. No, they're going to put it on Chad Sullivan instead. That's going to be his first and team third.
Ian Sullivan back in. Kirkland Hughes will come out for the Rams. Sullivan stays in as now both Chad and Ian in there. Oliver to the right of the basket on the baseline looking for Cutters. Going to lob it out to Crane. Crane back to Oliver to Crane. Spread it around that three-point arc. As they have a lot of room along the free throw line, look to get some backdoor cuts against this Rams man-to-man, hoping to catch them in an overplay. Crane has the ball knocked away and stolen, and Chad Sullivan comes out of there with it. Then he is bumped and fouled, and the Rams will get the ball back with 5.4 seconds to go.
And that foul will be a little bit of trouble for Linton because Kingston Crane has now picked up his second personal foul. Team foul number 3 whistled against Linton. That gives it over to Paoli with just 5 seconds left in the first quarter, trailing by 3.
Hughes back in, Ian out. Spires rushes it up, gets a screen right side, looking, going to lean through, dump it off to Thornton down to Sullivan, and Chad shot is blocked on a good play by Reuben Goodman to close out the quarter as Linton will take the lead at the end of 1 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard, 11-8. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Invest where it matters most, in the people and the potential of Orange County. Over the last decade, through the power of giving, the Orange County Community Foundation has helped thousands achieve their dreams, distributing numerous dollars in scholarships and grants from endowed funds. And we're just getting started. Scholarship applications will open soon, giving Orange County students the chance to unlock new opportunities, realize their full potential, and leave their mark on the world. Plus, be on the lookout for details on our unrestricted grants program, empowering local nonprofits to continue their philanthropic work and address the most pressing needs in our community. In 2024 alone, this grant cycle poured over $85,000 into our community, supporting many programs. Looking to make a lasting difference? Start a fund with us today and create a legacy that grows year after year. Call us at 812-723-4150 because your generosity shapes tomorrow. Together, we're building a better community. One scholarship, one grant, one legacy at a time.
Rams trail by 3, getting ready to go second quarter. I want to say hello to Rhonda Cole, head coach Dusty Cole's mom. Understand she, like a lot of the Ram fans, are spring breakers this week, so hopefully they enjoy their time in sunny Florida as the Rams look to advance to the semi-state next week when they get back, and hopefully we'll be playing more basketball. Rams owe some work to do here in this quarter. They come out in their half-court trap. On the right side, Goodman has it to Miller. He's joined by Daly along with Cooper Smith. On the right side with it working is Smith to Miller. Miller working to Goodman, back to Miller. Rams stay in their 2-3 zone, giving something else to look at as Paoli played all man-to-man in that first quarter of play. Into the corner on the right side, Goodman looking in a double team to Miller. Out near the volleyball spike line to Daly to Miller, working on the right of the key, looking to get that ball in the middle if at all possible. But the Rams a nice job of plugging up that particular passing lane. Goodman to Miller. Everybody can shoot the threes here, though, for Linton. They are a very dangerous outside shooting team beyond the arc. Being very patient here. Jump pass goes over as Thornton quickly comes out and gets his hand on the ball to knock it out of bounds in part of the Rams section that is looped around the Lloyd Scott Gymnasium.
Just like Paoli had some issues against Linton's zone, Linton having some issues against Paoli's zone. Shooting percentages through 1, Paoli just 3 of 11, 27%. Linton was 5 of 11. For 45%.
Kirkland Hughes, Cooper Spires, Traylon Mitten, Dane Padgett, Justin Thornton to 5 out there. Pass down low. There's Padgett to step in and intercept it in the lane. He'll bring it up to Spires as the Rams launches 3 and thought we were tied, but no, here's Traylon Mitten, the rebound. He goes from the right side to the left to Thornton. There's a mad scramble on the floor with that loose basketball. All kinds of players diving for it. Possession arrows in favor of Paoli, if that's what we're going to call.
Yep.
And it is a jump ball. It'll be Rams basketball.
Yeah, Paoli can get outside shots. It's just a matter of finding the hot hand. 0 for 4 from three-point range so far is Paoli.
Spires into Hughes. Quick catch, 3 on the way. This one rims in and out. Padgett put it back up in one motion. Got it to fall on the left side of the rim. And he'll be at the free throw line with a chance to tie it up on his 4th point of the ball game.
Padgett could be the difference maker inside. Athletically, he's a tough matchup for anybody, including Linton. That foul, by the way, on Cooper Smith, his first and team first of the quarter.
Dane, a 54% free throw shooter, shot up, and he got it. We're tied at 11. 5 on the day for Dane, coming in averaging 12.1. Little break in the action. The ball got away.
Second tie of the afternoon. No lead changes yet. Linton has been out in front since the start.
Rams go to their full court pressure, 2-2-1. In the backcourt, Daly in the middle to Oliver, to Miller down the right sideline into the corner to Smith. Smith looking, passes goes way out high. That's going to be an over and back as Daly will track it before it goes out of bounds. That'll be turnover number 4 on Linton, and that's what the Rams were looking for.
Yeah, not the most aggressive pressure, let's say, for Paoli, but still created a turnover. and they'll get it back at the far end of the court.
Rams look for their first lead of the ball game. Spires to the right of the basket on the baseline, going to lob it out to Chad. Chad checked in at that particular break. The Spires jump pass in the corner, use another three on the way, way off the mark, no good, and the rebound pulled down by Oliver. Rams continue to struggle from behind the arc. Miller across the timeline with the dribble. Rams go to their half-court trap, pass it over to Goodman, who checked back in as well. Goodman on that right wing used up the dribble into the corner to Miller. Miller in a double team drives on the baseline. A lot of trouble there. There was Padgett to sneak in from behind to come up with the steal. Rams defense doing its job. Had the shot, didn't take it this time. Cross court to Dane. Driving baseline. Spires dump it right in front of the lane. Here's Chad in the lane. His shot blocked out of there nicely by Daly. And the rebound coming down there in the hands of Goodman, and a quick foul called on Paoli.
Now, Paoli got him shifting in that zone, but by the time Chad had corralled the ball inside, they had caught up with him. The foul called, and that's going to be on Trey Minton. That'll be his first, and first on Paoli as the team here in the quarter.
Rams set up full court man-to-man pressure this time. Ball comes into backcourt to Paul Oliver. He'll give it off down the right sideline to Goodman. Goodman, 6'2" and a sophomore. Brings it up against Minton. Minton all over Hinton. Goodman reverses, picks up the dribble to Miller. Miller will pull it back out and set it up. Rams stay in their half-court man-to-man. They played zone to start this quarter, tied 11-11. 5:15 to go. Pass is deflected in the backcourt. Going to be tracked down, and then Sullivan, can he save it from going out of bounds? He does, but it comes right back to the hands of White. Give it right back to Linton quickly. Daly, his pass going to be deflected by Minton out of bounds into the Rams cheer block. And might want to add our Paoli Ram pep band here as well to add some spirit to this ball game.
Good signs that Paoli's starting to get some deflections against this Linton offense. Linton has done such a good job of spacing the floor that Paoli has had very few opportunities for double teams or deflections.
Goodman on the wing, left side. Gives it to Daly at the free throw line. Daly, as Ian Sullivan tried to pick his pocket, over to White on the wing. Out front to Daly. Daly looks with the dribble. Slides, no foul called. Miller in the corner. Rams stay in their straight man-to-man tight defense. Oliver spin down the lane. Stops. Pump fake. Shot off the glass and good. Paul Oliver, nice one-on-one move. 1,000-point score. He's got 7, and it's 13-11 in favor of Linton. Ian Sullivan deep in that left corner into the high post. Give it off to Minton. Back to Ian. Ian just the elbow jumper left side. Back of the rim. No good. Ball tipped around. Coming out of there with it is Goodman. Goodman lost it but got it back. The Rams again having a tough time getting shots to fall here in this first half. Oliver to Goodman. Goodman on the right side picked up by Spires. Spires right on his right hand, making him go left. Ball knocked away from behind. It goes over to Padgett. Long lead pass. He was driving. Cooper Spires right side. Missed it. No good. But Trey Minton right there with the rebound for Paoli. To Ian. To Chad. Drives. Pump fake. Shot up. No good. But a foul will be called. And that'll put Chad Sullivan at the line for the Rams.
That foul going to be on Reuben Goodman of Linton. That'll be his first and team second. That was one thing that Coach Dusty Cole mentioned in the pregame was that they wanted to try and get Linton into some foul trouble so that they could get into their bench.
Chad at the line hitting 57% from the line, and his free throw off the back of the rim, no good. Dane Padgett having an issue with his shoe. In fact, he may have had a flat tire on that thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, or a blowout one.
Yeah.
But they're looking to see if somebody might have the same size shoe.
Going to have to put Justin in to take his spot.
Chad, second free throw, back of the rim, no good. Ball tipped around loose on the floor. Coming up with it is Ian Sullivan in traffic. His shot, no good, and cleared out of there by White. Rams a lot of close-in shots, but nothing falling in this first half. Trailing by 2 with 3:45 to go in quarter number 2. Oh, they had Miller on a backdoor cut, but couldn't get the ball to him. Rams stay in their half-court man-to-man. Goodman to Miller at the top of the key. Run that little screen down low and high right along the free throw line area. Oliver pump fake, dribbles in, lost it, got it back in a double team, shot up in traffic, no good. He was bracketed there by the Sullivans, and let's see which one will get the foul.
I believe it's going to go on, well, wait.
Ian, I believe.
Yeah, they just put it up. That'll be his first and team second.
And at the free throw line will be Paul Oliver, a 69% free throw shooter for the Miners. Free throw going to be up, short, no good.
One of the things in scouting reports that don't go for Oliver's shot fakes, outside especially. All he wants to do is shot fake and get around you. He did that time, and it cost Paoli a foul and a couple of free throw opportunities.
Working on that shoe for Dane Padgett as Justin finally gets into the ball game. Ian will come out and Hughes back in as well. Second free throw, in and out, no good. But White wades in there, gets the rebound for Linton, a second chance and a 2-point lead. Miller to the left of the key to Oliver between the circles. Working on the right side to Daly. Daly with the right-handed dribble, gets into the lane, jump pass out front, knocked away, stolen by Thornton. Justin going to drive right side, lay it up, and good. And Justin Thornton again making his presence known. We're tied 13-13. Remember, Dakota Apple on the bench with those 2 fouls. Down to 3 minutes to go in the first half of play. Out high, Paul Oliver with the basketball. Give it up out front to Miller as the Rams drop back. A little more sagging man-to-man defense than their regular in-your-face defense. Oliver has it, one dribble, all alone, launches 3. It's no good. Rebound, who else? Justin Thornton again. Give it off to Mitten down the left sideline. Trailing into the offensive end. Bounce pass to Hughes to Mitten. Round the perimeter to Spires. Rams look for their first lead of the day here with 2:35 to go in the first half of play. We are at the 2A Regional at Lloyd Scott Gymnasium in Seymour. Rams and the Miners. Lob it into the corner left side to Hughes. Going to load up 3. Deep left corner, pocket up and good. It's his first 3 of the day, and the Rams lead it by 3, 16-13. 2:15 and counting. Oliver into the offensive end. High post pass to White, back to Oliver. Rams stay in their half-court man-to-man. Oliver with the dribble, picked up by Thornton. Used up the dribble, give it off on the right side to Goodman. To Oliver around the perimeter to Miller to White. White on that left wing. Pass it out front. Goodman pump fake, but the Rams stay on their feet. Used up his dribble, cutters down the middle. Here's Daly, turns into double team. Turned right into Mitten, and everybody gets tangled up. And a foul going to be called as looks as though Traylon may have got an elbow to the face that time, but he'll end up with a foul.
Yeah, he got stuck with the foul, and then the elbow started flying because that young man from Linton in Daly, he didn't like the contact. That foul on Minton, his second and team third of the quarter.
1:51 to go. Rams look to substitute, but get Dane back in the lineup. Free throw up and good by Connor Daly, a 76% free throw shooter. He's got 5 on the day. He averages 19. Traylon become the second Ram player, the Ram starter, that is, with 2 personal fouls, joining Dakota Apple with that statistic. 16-14, and 16-15 as Linton back within 1 with 1:50 to go. Linton will drop back, stay in that 1-1-3 half-court zone defense. First time that we've seen it all last couple of games anyway, the tapes that we watched. Lob it down low to Padgett, but the ball is going to be knocked away on the lob play, and it's turned over, and coming out of there with it is Goodman. Goodman quickly up to Daly, out front to Oliver. Oliver fakes 3, dribbles in on Padgett, gets to the elbow, drives all the way in, muscles up a shot, good, counted, and a foul called. Padgett did all that he could that time, muscling up on Oliver with 9. And that'll give the lead back over to the Miners at 17-16 with 1:25 to go here before halftime.
Couldn't bull his way through Padgett, but made the contact or got the contact for the foul call.
Oliver's free throw up and good. He's off to a big start, averaging 15 per ball game. 18-16. Linton has come back out on top as they've scored 5 straight points. Cooper Spires brings it into the offensive end. High post pass to Padgett against that 1-1-3. To Spires. Spires to the right of the key. Back to Thornton, top of the key. Faking 3 is you. Skip it in the corner to Cooper down the lane. Over to Thornton. His pass knocked away. Stolen. Goodman comes out of there with it. Goodman into the offensive end. Hits the trailer. Miller back to Goodman. 3 out of the right corner. Up and good. Rams pay for that one. That's 3 for Goodman, and the lead back up to 5 at 21-16 with under a minute to go here before halftime. Cooper Spires will bring it into the offensive end. Give it over to Kirkland Hughes. Hughes to Spires in that 1-1-3 zone being played by Linton in the half court. Rams look like they will hold it for the final shot of this quarter. Linton will get the ball as of right now to start the third quarter play, leading it by 5. Rams see if they can close out this quarter on a positive note here. Clock rolling down to 20. Let's see if they might change on the run. I think they just stay back in. Coach Britton and his staff directing traffic down on the far end of the court.
Yeah, they were just identifying shooters with Hughes being over here in the right corner.
Pass deflected, but Spires got it back. Cooper lost it. He's in trouble on the sideline. Back out to Hughes. 4 seconds to go. Kirkland forces a long 3 off the side of the backboard. No good. Tipped up by Sullivan. Tipped up again by Spires. It is no good. The Rams get a couple of cracks at the Sullivan Financial Consulting and Raymond James scoreboard, but will go to the locker room trailing 21-16 here at the half. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
When you suffer the loss of a loved one, you can count on the Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli. They have a 55-year history of serving the needs of families in Orange and surrounding counties. They provide only the best professional services in the most compassionate manner to care for you during this difficult time. You can always count on the Dillman Scott Funeral Home, as generations of families have done for many years. Call 812-723-2276 today. We're here when you need us the most. Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli.
Every day, children in our community enter the court systems because of abuse or neglect, and they need someone to speak up for them. That's where CASA comes in. Our volunteers stand beside them, making sure their voices are heard and their best interests come first. It's incredibly important work, and we need more people willing to make a difference. I'm Chrissy Evans, Orange County CASA Director. If you've ever wondered how you could help a child in a meaningful way, I'd love to talk with you. Call 812-723-2411.
Linton Stockton Miners lead the Paoli Rams 21-16 here at the half of this 2A regional game. Our halftime report brought to you by Whitfield Investments. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how West can keep you on track with your goals now and in the future. 3 ties, 2 lead changes in this first half of play. Linton jumped out to a 2-0 lead on a bucket by Oliver. But Paoli tied it on a basket by Dane Padgett. Then Linton comes right back to get another basket by Daly. That was followed up by another Oliver bucket, and it was a 5-point Linton lead. Rams finally got a 3-point play from Dakota Apple at the 3:31 mark to cut it to a 7-5 ball game. Linton then able to score on the back-to-back possessions, get it up to 11-5, then 11-7. Cut down on that basket by Kirkland Hughes, a 2-pointer. And then the Rams get 1 out of 2 at the line by Traylon Mitten, with 1:46 to go to make it an 11-8 ball game. Rams open up the second quarter strong on a Dane Padgett 3-point play to tie it up at 11. But Oliver, who had a big first half, answers with a basket of his own at the 4:40 mark to make it 13-11. Paoli then goes over 3 minutes without scoring, and finally a bucket put up and in by Justin Thornton tied it at 13. Then Kirkland Hughes able to drain a 3-pointer to get the Rams up their first lead of the day at 16-13. But then it was an 8-0 run by Linton Stockton, usually what the Rams do late in a quarter. As they closed down, kept the Rams scoreless for the final 2:21. And mixed in with that were a couple of free throws by Daly, another 3-point play by Oliver, and then a bucket by Goodman with under a minute to go. And that's where we stand here at the half, 21-16 in favor of Linton Stockton. Taking a look at rebounding, the Rams 12 rebounds, but of those 12, 8 have been second-chance opportunities. Linton Stockton, 11 boards and 4 on the offensive glass. Rams have done a good job of taking care of the basketball with 4 turnovers, and they have turned over the Miners 7 times here in this first half of play. It's 21-16 in favor of Linton Stockton. When we continue with the Whitfield Investments halftime report, we'll take a look at team and individual stats in the first 2 quarters of play. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Hi, this is John Bender. Cooler weather, it's on its way. The Department of Energy says a properly insulated home can save you up to 20% off your heating and cooling expense. So make sure your home is properly insulated this fall. The Owens Corning ProCat Low-Fill Insulation System makes it quick and affordable to properly insulate your home. You can do it yourself, or we can recommend a contractor to help you. Learn how easy you can add insulation with the ProCat Insulation System by visiting us at Bender Lumber. Local people serving local needs for over 90 years.
Springer Insurance is proud to support our Paoli Rams as they work toward a successful season. The hard work that goes into training and preparation is something we truly value. Mark, Daniel, Thomas, and Greg will work with our team at Indiana Farmers Insurance to find the best coverage for your home, auto, farm, or business. Visit us at Springer Insurance in Orleans or call 812-865-3133. We love taking care of customers as much as we love our Rams. Go Rams.
Quarters in the books. The Linton Miners fans, they're enjoying the way things are going right now as their team has a 21-16 lead here at the half over number 1 Paoli. Whitfield Investments halftime report continues as we take a look at shooting percentages from first half play. Paoli, shooting is a struggle so far today. Just 6 made field goals on 23 attempts, so 6 of 23 for 26%. Started 3 of 11 and then went 3 out of 12 in that second quarter of play for just 25%. Included in that 6 of 23 overall figure is 1 out of 8 3-point shooting for Paoli, just 13% there. They were 1 out of 5 in the second quarter of play. Paoli also struggling a bit from the free throw line as they make just 3 out of 6 attempts in the first 2 quarters for 50%. As far as Linton is concerned, they shoot it at 53% on 8 fewer attempts than what Paoli had. Linton, 8 of 15 overall, 53%. But you look at that stat in the second quarter, they only got 4 shot attempts up in the second quarter of play. That's the bad news. Good news for Linton was they made 3 of those. So they actually made the same number of field goals in the second quarter as what Paoli did. Linton started 5 of 11 in the first quarter, then 3 out of 4 in the second. Included in the 8 of 15 overall figure is 2 out of 7 3-point shooting for Linton, just 29% there. They were 3 out of 5 from the free throw line for 60%. Well, we're at the half right now. Linton leading Paoli 21-16. When the Whitfield Investments halftime report continues, we'll take a look at some of the individual scoring from first half action. You're listening to Rams Basketball on Mix 95.3.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summer's seamless guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home? Protect it properly. Choose Summer's seamless gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762. Summer's Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
We're at the half. The Whitfield Investments halftime report continues with Linton leading Paoli 21-16 after the first 2 quarters of play. We look at the individual totals from first half action. Paoli gets balanced scoring, just not quite enough of it. Dane Padgett and Kirkland Hughes leading the way, each of them with 5 points. Then 3 points for Dakota Apple, who was in foul trouble, 2 points for Justin Thornton, and a single point for Trey Minton. As far as Linton is concerned, Paul Oliver leading the way. He's got 10 points, 5 in each quarter. Then 6 points for Connor Daly, 3 for Reuben Goodman, and 2 for Caden White. Scores by the quarters, it was an 11-8 Linton lead after 1. Second quarter, Linton wins that by a margin of 10-8. And the Miners on top of Paoli, 21-16 here at the half. When the Whitfield Investments halftime report continues, we'll be getting you ready for second half action. You're listening to Rams Basketball on Mix 95.3.
Looking for a reliable landline phone service you can trust? With Orange County Fiber, you'll get crystal clear phone service that's perfect for staying connected. Home or business, we've got plans that fit. Bundle with fiber service or home security monitoring and save every month. Count on the local service you already know and trust with Orange County Fiber. Visit us at www.myremc.coop or call 812-865-2229. Simple, dependable service made just for you.
Cave Quarries Incorporated and Calcar Quarries, dealers of agricultural lime, crushed stone, sand, hot and mixed asphalt materials, and asphalt paving, invite you to visit one of their 2 locations. Cave Quarries, located 3 miles west of Paoli on State Road 56, and Calcar Quarries, located 2 miles east of Paoli on Highway 150. Phone 936-4923 for Cave Quarries Incorporated and 723-2109 for Calcar Quarries. Services you can count on. Quality guaranteed.
about ready for second half action. Ready to wrap up the Whitfield Investments halftime report. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how West can help you stay on track now with your goals now and in the future. Foul situation is this. Paoli, 2 players with 2 each, Trey Minton and Dakota Apple. As far as Linton is concerned, Kingston Crane, the only one with 2. And we are just about ready to start second half action. Keys to the ball game the rest of the way, very simple for Paoli. Make shots. They shoot just 26% in the first half. They've got to come out and get some confidence going. Hopefully they can turn this team over and get some easy shots.
Rams will open up with their half-court 1-3-1 trap. Goodman in the backcourt to Daly. He'll lob it into the corner to Miller. Daly goes right down the lane, cuts, swings it up, and good. Dissected that perfectly. He's got 8. A good start for the Miners, 23-16. See what the Rams adjust as they go against this 1-1-3 zone, which caused them some problems early in this ballgame. Spires walks it up to the free throw line. Now he steps up, launches 2, no good. Ball tipped around, and we get a foul on the floor. Padgett and Oliver were jockeying for position, and Oliver will be called for the foul.
A little bit of trouble there for Linton. Oliver has picked up his second personal foul, team foul number 1, so he's got his second early in the third quarter.
Cooper Spires, Trey Minton, Dakota Apple, Dane Padgett, Kirkland Hughes, the 5 out there for the Rams. Here's Apple down the lane, kick it out in the corner to Spires, but Hughes took it back down low on the lane. Minton back to Spires. He'll give it back to Minton. Minton on the right wing, dribbles to the elbow. Will pull it back out against this 1-1-3 zone. Apple fakes in the low post. Double team. Here's Dane Padgett turning right side softly off the glass between the double team. Up and good. Paul Oliver, Caden White, Jackson Miller, Connor Daly, Reuben Goodman, the 5 out there for this Linton Stockton team. Oliver picked up the dribble. He's in a double team right at the top of the key. Nearly had the ball stolen to Goodman. Goodman dribbles into the left elbow, back to Oliver. Oliver on the right side to Miller. 5-point lead for Linton. Goodman walks it up to the free throw line. Give it out front to Miller. Back to Goodman into the corner. No, he's going to keep it now in the corner. Daly launches 3, and it's good. And a whistle, and he is fouled as he goes down in the corner. He'll have a 4-point play opportunity. And the 3-point shooting of Linton, the big difference here in this ball game. The lead up to 8.
And Connor Daly, he just stepped up, knocked it down, waited for the contact, and got it from Spires. That's the first on Spires, first on Paoli as a team.
Free throw, rims in and out, no good. But there's Daly running down the lane. Nobody blocked him out, and he laid it up and good. Instead of a 4-point play, it ends up being a 5-point play, and it's a 28-18 lead for Linton. Rams, first time that they have been down this much since the Austin game early in the year in the second half. Dakota Apple spin move down the lane, gets to the elbow, into a double team. His pass deflected. Hughes gets it back to Spires. Spires fakes, dribbles in, falls to the court. The ball loose, picked up by Padgett. Shot blocked from behind. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Miners. But they are the more aggressive team starting this third quarter.
It just seems every loose ball, every play that can be made, Linton is making it right now. Paoli trying hard, and they've just got to stick with it.
Minton has it, shovels it right back to Spires. 3 out of the left corner, off the mark, no good. However, Linton could not handle it. Goes off the hands of Caden White. Rams get a break there, and another opportunity down by 10.
Yeah, Paoli cold shooting again. They got a shot up and in by Padgett early, but have missed 3 in a row since.
Minton to the left of the basket, going to lob it out high to Padgett. To Spires, bounce pass to Apple, dribbles in. A jumper from 17 on the left baseline, up and good. 5 for Dakota. Lead cut to 8. Rams set up 2-2-1 full court pressure. Goodman in the backcourt. Goodman dribbles up on Apple, circles, gets it across the timeline. Ball nearly knocked away, but he gets it over to Daly. Launches 3, right side, no good. Ball tipped around. Apple has it for the Rams, runs it out. Ahead to Padgett, drives in, traffic, got it, foul, and a 3-point play for Dane Padgett. The Rams get fired up. 9 on the day for Dane, and the lead back to 6, and a chance to get it down to 5 with 5:44 to go in the third.
Just what Paoli needed, turnover and a chance to run out. They did that. That foul on Goodman, his second and team second.
Dane at the line, 54% coming into this regional ball game. Free throw is up, and it's too hard back at the rim. Bounces twice, tipped out by Sullivan. Here's Minton driving down the lane, put it up, no good, but he is fouled. And now to put Traylon Minton to the free throw line. Rams are getting second chance opportunities. They just got to take advantage of them.
That foul on 15, Connor Daly, his first, team third of the quarter. And Linton, they're seeing some momentum shift. Paoli's back into it, trailing by 6. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Every day, children in our community enter the court systems because of abuse or neglect, and they need someone to speak up for them. That's where CASA comes in. Our volunteers stand beside them, making sure their voices are heard and their best interests come first. It's incredibly important work, and we need more people willing to make a difference. I'm Chrissy Evans, Orange County CASA Director. If you've ever wondered how you could help a child in a meaningful way, I'd love to talk with you. Call 812-723-2411.
31 left in the third quarter. Paoli down 6, and I think that they have started to turn the wick up, so to speak. They are being a little more aggressive, getting to the boards, getting a couple of shots to fall. After falling behind by 10, they're within 6 and shooting 2 free throws here.
Traylon Mitten at the line. The official, I think, just signaled 1 free throw, and everybody on the bench of the Rams stood up saying, isn't it 2? If it would have been 1, he'd have made a basket, but he didn't.
If they want to count the basket as good, we'll take that.
Traylon, 1 for 2 so far today at the stripe. His first one's up and spins in and out, no good. Keeps him at that single point on the day.
Yeah, Paoli now 3 out of 8 on their free throw attempts.
Again, coming in, just hitting 62% on the season. A 6-point lead. Second free throw short, no good. Ball tipped around. Goodman comes out of there with it, and Padgett tied him up, and it'll be a jump ball, and it'll be Rams basketball.
Keep reaching in like that. They got him double-teamed. He had no help, and it goes over to Paoli. Substitution. Kirkland Hughes will check in, and Trey Minton will go out.
Rams will get it under their basket to the left. On the baseline, they just line up right across the free throw line, kick it out 3 straight away. Hughes off the back of the rim, no good. A great look, just wouldn't fall. Connor Daly has the rebound. Keeps it a 28-22 lead. Rams full court press, even on the miss. Here's Miller racing it up with the dribble, stops, kick it out in the corner. Oliver fakes 3, dribbles in the lane, lost it, got it back up in the double team, shot no good. Foul is called, though, and that'll put Paul Oliver at the free throw line.
Both Hughes and Chad Sullivan there. The foul will go on Kirkland Hughes. That's going to be his first. Team second. It will put Oliver to the free throw line. 10 points in the first half. This will be his first shot attempt of any sort in the second.
First free throw up and good. He's got 11 on the day, averages 15. He'll step back. He's been a 4-year starter. We remember him when he was a sophomore on that very good team that had Joey Hart as a senior. Second free throw is up, and it's no good. Ball tipped around, still loose, and Oliver has it, going to drive in, muscles a shot up, and good. Rams couldn't grab the rebound, and it ends up being a 3-point play, and the lead back up to 9 at 31-22. 5:05 to go here in the third quarter of play. Dakota Apple give it off into the corner to Cooper Spires. Staying in that 1-1-3 zone. Spires behind the back dribble. Kick it out to Padgett, top of the key. To Hughes on the right wing. Lob it over the top to Spires. Down low to Chad. Chad back to Cooper on the left corner. Cooper Spires looking, dump it back down to Chad. Fakes, turns into the baseline. Shot up, blocked out of there nicely by Oliver and picked up by Goodman. Oliver, a nice timing on that play with the defense. Here's Daly driving on the baseline. Shot up in traffic. No good. Ball tipped around, and Chad Sullivan comes out of there with a strong rebound for Paoli. Now can they answer down by 9 with 4:30 to go? Spires, his pass is deflected. It went off the shoulder of Chad Sullivan out of bounds, and that'll give it over to Linton Stockton.
It's just been that kind of day. The wrong cut at the wrong time with the pass coming right at you, and Chad wasn't expecting it. It deflected off of him and went right out of bounds.
Rams continue to put on full court pressure. Lob it up to Daly. Daly bobbled it. It goes off his foot out of bounds. The officials, they're going to...
he better point this way.
I think he was pointing, went off his foot, and then he comes back as great play that time by Justin Thornton.
There's no doubt it went off of Daly. Daly's complaining, but that was as obvious as it gets.
It happened right in front of the Linton bench, so he was hoping that his teammates and coach could help him out. Rams again get another turnover. Fired into Padgett. Padgett drives in traffic. Shot softly off the glass and good from 5 feet. 11 for Dane, 31-24. Full court pressure. Goodman in the backcourt to Oliver. Oliver will bring it up with the dribble. Oliver and Apple, a lot of hands going on there. and a foul going to be called on Dakota Apple, and that will be 3 on the Rams point guard.
The game not being called the way that Paoli wants. They want to be handsy, and the officials are not letting that go. That on Apple is going to be his third and team third as well. Dakota had to sit a lot of that first half with 2 fouls, so he'll have to be careful the rest of this quarter at least.
Traylon Minton in. Ian Sullivan will come out. Again, the Rams stay in their full-court man-to-man pressure, lob it into Daly. Daly picked up by Minton in the backcourt. Gets it across the timeline. Rams wanted a push-off. Nothing called. Miller has it. Miller falls as there's contact, and a blocking foul going to be called on Cooper Spires.
That foul on Spires is going to be his second and team fourth. The contact, not a lot, but enough to cause Miller to go to the floor. And that time, Spires basically penalized for being bigger and stronger.
Next foul, though, will put Linton Stockton in the bonus. 3:54 and counting. Rams down by 7. Daly has it out high to the left of the key. Rams in their half-court man-to-man. Give it up out front to White. White used up the dribble to Goodman. Goodman around the screen, gets it to the top of the key. Bounce pass over to Miller. Miller lob it down to Oliver. Oliver fadeaway 10-footer right baseline up and good. Paul Oliver, a tough shot. He's got 15, and it's back to a 9-point lead for Linton Stockton. Apple to the right of the key to Spires. Going to launch a long 3 left of the key. Back of the rim, no good. Ball tipped around. Dane Padgett, can he hold on to it? No, Miller comes out of there with it. Thornton gets a hand on it. He dives for it, then he reaches in and will be called for a foul. But Thornton just hustling after the basketball that time, hoping that he could come up with a steal and did not.
That foul on Thornton, just his first, but it is team foul number 5, whistled against Paoli. And that means free throws the rest of this quarter for Linton. And it'll be Reuben Goodman that will step up there to shoot them.
Reuben Goodman, 69% free throw shooter. This is a pretty good free throw shooting team overall. Oliver, 69%. White, 63%. Free throw up and good. Goodman, 69. Daly, 76. And Miller, 83. They're kind of hard to pick your poison, so to speak, when you want to put somebody at the line. Hughes comes back in. Thornton will come out. Gives the Linton Miners a 10-point lead on the 4th point of the game by Goodman. Second free throw up, it rattles around, and it rolls in. An 11-point advantage for Linton Stockton. 3:15 and counting here in the third quarter of play. Rams got to start to mount a comeback against that 1-1-3, which the Rams have had some issues with trying to dissect. Down low on the baseline, Minton, kick it out in the corner. Apple drives in on the baseline, fadeaway 10-footer in front of the rim, no good. No, it actually rolled in. Thought it was going to spin out of there, but Dakota got the roll. He's got 7, and it's 35-26, under 3 minutes to go. Oliver in the backcourt in a double team, and he travels. That time the Rams got him off balance, and that'll be turnover number 9 on Linton Stockton. So Paoli gets the turnover. Now can they take advantage of it?
Got to continue putting game pressure on Linton. They have shown a tendency to turn it over. They just have to be pushed into it, so to speak.
Rams bring it up against the 1-1-3. Minton turns. He double dribbled.
Yep.
Sure did. He caught it, bobbled it, went down, dribbled, get control, and then put it on the court again.
This can't stand the prosperity today is for Paoli.
Full court pressure into Oliver. Oliver will bring it up court. He's got a 1-on-2, goes in on Padgett. Oh, there's contact. No foul called, and Oliver just lays it up and good.
He's got 17.
Rams come the other way. Long lead pass down the right sideline, and it's last touched by Traylon Minton, and the Rams throw it right back away as they are in a struggle here down by 11 with 2:33 to go. Timeout taken by the Rams. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Discover the convenience of Hoosier Hardware, now offering a comprehensive selection of ammunition for all your shooting needs. Located on 1st Street, 1 block from the square, we are your one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, painting, mobile home parts, water heaters, and general hardware supplies. In addition to our extensive inventory, we fill propane tanks, providing you with a cost-effective solution. Visit us today or call 812-723-2708 to see why Hoosier Hardware stands out for quality and service in the community.
Looking for top-notch fuel that keeps your engine running smoothly? Pull into Riley Oil, your trusted supplier of marathon fuels. With convenient locations in Paoli, Orleans, and Hardinsburg, we've got you covered. Enjoy the ease of paying at the pump 24/7, or swing by Paoli, where we'll pump the gas for you. Grab a snack and drink and be on your way with Riley Oil, fueling your journey every mile of the way.
undefeated Rams find themselves in a hole, an 11-point deficit with 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter. They're going to have to get some stops defensively, got to get some shots to fall. They have gotten more shots to fall here in this quarter, but they've got to get some stops now on the defensive end.
Paoli comes out in their half-court man-to-man. Cooper Spires in that huddle said, guys, let's just settle down. Let's do what we do here. It's a big challenge ahead against a good team in Linton Stockton. Fired on the baseline. Nice catch by Smith, who just checked in. He'll whip it back out front to Oliver. Oliver working against the man-to-man. Cooper Spires has that assignment now. Miller has it between the circles. Run their sets. Put off that double stagger screen right side. Daly to the left of the key. Give it off at the high post to Goodman. Goodman looking down low, trying to post up with Smith. The ball pokes away out of bounds. It'll be in basketball.
And Paoli has shown the knack for getting deflections, but every time they get a deflection, it seems like it goes out of bounds, and they can't really take advantage of it by getting down for it. Substitution goes to the north back in. Kirkland Hughes will go to the Paoli bench. This ball in. Slaps it. He's up deep in the backboard. Nice job by Daly. Ball stopped away by Nick.
In need of a financial checkup? Consider Whitfield Investments for comprehensive investment advice and wealth management services. As a passionate Paoli native, Wes Whitfield places the needs of his clients first as he works to grow a stronger, financially savvy community of investors, families, and individuals. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how Wes can help you stay on track with your goals, both now and in the future.
Paoli Health and Living is a senior living community that's not like the others. It's rich in history, a community landmark, and a place to call home. Get the care you need and deserve with Paoli Health and Living rehabilitation programs. Be unstoppable and take the guesswork out of therapy with their unique and personalized programs. And for residents needing extra care, the long-term care program is equipped with an expert team of nurses and therapists, dietitians, and dedicated certified nursing assistants. Learn more about the services available to you at Paoli Health and Living. Call 812-723-2595. Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than InFocus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At InFocus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. InFocus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus.
Mad scramble there. Cooper Spires finally gets a three to fall to cut it to 37-31. And the Rams deflected out of bounds, trying to make a comeback here, Bert, late in this third quarter.
Finally getting a shot to fall, got Spires an open look. He knocked one down. Hopefully that's a good sign of things to come.
Rams will have it. Apple will get a break. Chad Sullivan back in. Into the corner. Daly has it, hands it off to Miller. Miller circles around the top of the key, take it to the left side, hand it off to Goodman. Nice backdoor cut. Miller can't hold on to it as Cooper Spires got a hand on it. Rams are hoping it went off Miller's hand, but it did not. It went off Cooper's, and it'll be Linton Stockton basketball underneath their bucket.
Yeah, Paoli boys know they've got to get stops, and they've gotten a couple of deflections on this trip.
6-point deficit into the corner. Smith has it. Give it off to Oliver. He's had a big game. Daly in the corner to Miller. Miller tight rope act. Nearly stolen out front by Mitten. Daly to Miller on the left wing. Miller will back it out with the dribble. Rams go to their 2-3 zone with 40 seconds to go here in the third, trailing by 6. They've been down by as many as 11. Oliver has it right side, and one to push off, nothing called. Out front to Miller, back to Oliver. Oliver in a double team, skipping over the top to Daly. Fakes it into the corner, brings it back out to Miller, top of the key. Bailey patiently back, but they will gamble a bit. A tall team can throw over this defense. All knocked away from behind. Sullivan gets pushed away, and it should be a foul called on Daly, and it is.
Now, that was as obvious as it can get. Daly, two hands in the side, pushes off, trying to get that ball back. That's going to be his second personal foul. Team foul number 5, and Paoli gets free throws at this end for Chad Sullivan.
Sullivan at the free throw line, but the clock not running, down by 6. See if Chad can hit a couple of big ones here for the Rams. First one by the seniors up and good. His first point of the day, coming in averaging 9.5. Going out will be Smith, and Caden White, the starting forward, re-enters. 37-32 in favor of Linton as another substitution, this time for the Rams. Ian Sullivan will come in. Cooper Spires will get a quick breather here before the third quarter rolls to an end. Sullivan trying to make it a 2-for-2 trip. At the line, second one on the way is up, and it's good as well. And Paoli climbing back in it now, 37-33, full court pressure. Oliver in the backcourt, jump pass ahead to Daly. Daly dribbles in, put the shot up, no, but a foul going to be called with 8 seconds to go, and that'll put him at the free throw line.
And that foul, have to wait for him to put it up on the board. Looks like it may be going on Chad Sullivan. It is. That's his second. And 2 free throws for Daly.
Give Daly credit for attacking the basket. Free throw up and good. 76% free throw shooter. Comes in with 14 on the day. He averages 19 per contest. Paoli again gets some substitutions. Spires and Hughes back in. Mitten and Ian will come out. And Dakota Apple will come back in. And Justin Thornton will come out. Rams will have a lot of time. Still 8 seconds to bring the ball up the court and get a good shot. Miller stays in. Here's Daly's second free throw up and good as well. Here come the Rams quickly. Cooper Spires going to have to rush it up across the timeline with 5. Top of the key, knocked away, dribbles it off. Give it off to Sullivan. His little jump hook in the lane up and good at the horn. And that'll send the Rams to the quarter break with some momentum, climbing back into this ball game, down by 11. Now just trail by 4, 39-35. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Are your retirement savings scattered about several employer-sponsored plans and individual IRAs? Let a Raymond James financial advisor provide you with education on what options you may have. Each may have potential benefits and drawbacks. So we'll consider your specific situation and discuss how best to address your unique needs and goals. Call financial advisors Jamie Sullivan and Jenny Baker at 812-849-2670. Located in Mitchell today and take control of your retirement assets. Raymond James and Associates Incorporated, member New York Stock Exchange, SIPC, life well planned.
Craving bold flavors and a fiesta for your taste buds? Come to El Compadre Mexican Restaurant, now open at their brand new location in Paoli at 300 East Main Street. For sizzling fajitas to cheesy enchiladas and the best Mexican food around, it's a flavor-packed party you won't want to miss. Visit us in Paoli or check out our other locations in West Baden, Orleans, Mitchell, Bedford, and now Palmyra. El Compadre, where the flavor is as bold as the fun. Open Monday through Thursdays and Sundays from 11 to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturdays from 11 to 10 p.m.
Rams close out that quarter on a run to cut the lead back to 4, a very manageable margin. It'll be Linton basketball to start this fourth quarter of play. They'll go with Goodman, Daly, Miller, White, and Oliver. Rams counter with Spires, Apple, Mitten, Chad Sullivan, and Dane Padgett. Into the corner, Oliver has it. Rams drop back into their 2-3 zone. Round the perimeter, Daly top of the key. In a double team, needs some help. Looking, jump pass out, nearly stolen. Here's Oliver kicking out in the corner to Goodman. Goodman on the left side in a double team. He's in a world of hurt, still needs some help. And a timeout going to be taken by Coach Matt Britton to bail him out. But a good defensive stand by the Rams. 7:38 to go. Linton Stockton on top by 4. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Looking for a reliable landline phone service you can trust? With Orange County Fiber, you'll get crystal clear phone service that's perfect for staying connected. Home or business, we've got plans that fit. Bundle with fiber service or home security monitoring and save every month. Count on the local service you already know and trust with Orange County Fiber. Visit us at www.myremc.coop or call 812-865-2229. Simple, dependable service made just for you.
Want to come back with a comeback victory here in this regional game. They'll have to do it on the defensive end. They got Linton in a lot of hurt there on that first possession.
Shooting percentages through 3. Paoli 14 of 37 overall, 38%. They were 8 of 14, though, in that third quarter. That's a good sign. Linton 14 of 24 overall, 58%. They're still shooting it well.
Linton the basketball out of the timeout. White has it to the left of the key to Oliver. Rams in their man-to-man. Post up Daly down low. Fakes, dribbles in the lane. Kick pass out to Miller. Jumping in the corner. Goodman's 3 on the way. Oh, it went off the side of the backboard, but they're going to bail him out with a foul called on the Rams.
Second time today, Paoli's been whistled for a foul on a three-point attempt. This time it's Trey Minton. He picks up his third and team first of the quarter.
39-35, Linton on top. First free throws up and good. Goodman, 6 on the day. Again, coming in averaging just over 7 points per ball game. Linton doing a much better job at the free throw line, though, than Paoli. Second free throw up, good again. Gets the lead out to 41-35 with 7:24 to go on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Linton Stockton's Reuben Goodman, 6'2", and a sophomore, fouled at a three-point shot. Kirkland Hughes comes in. Trey Minton will go out with those 3 fouls. Goodman trying to make the Rams pay for that foul, and he does by hitting all 3 free throws. Back up to the 42-35 lead. Paoli will work against this 1-1-3 zone that the majority of this game, that's what the Linton Stockton Miners have played. Spires to the right of the key to Apple, going to set up the offense, trying to go into the high post, used up the dribble, pass it out to Spires. Spires directing traffic, trying to get down low to Dane Padgett. Here's Apple driving in, pull-up jumper, left baseline up and good. 2 more for Dakota. He's got 11. 42-37, 7 minutes to go. Full court pressure. Oliver rushes up for it. Here's Daly on the right side, dribbles in, stops, puts up a 5-footer off the glass, no good, in and out. Chad Sullivan comes down with the rebound, and there's just all kinds of bodies reaching and grabbing. Foul going to be called on Linton Stockton, and that'll be on Paul Oliver.
That on Oliver is his third personal foul. That'll be team foul number 1 and gives Paoli the basketball and the length of the court to go. They found what they need against this 1-1-3, and that's Apple on the baseline.
Rams, if they'll work that same play, Cooper Spires will bring it up. This time he'll hand it off to Dakota at the top of the key to Kirkland. Right of the key to Spires, work it left side to Padgett. Rams jump pass into the corner. Here's Kirkland Hughes, 3 from the corner, way off the mark, no good. Miller comes down with the rebound. Miller rushes it up across the timeline. Into the corner, Daly going to load up 3. It's going to be short, no good. Oliver with the rebound, throws it back in, but it is stolen out of there by Spires. Long lead pass to Padgett, drives right side, lays it up and good. 42-39, 13 for Dane. 6:13 to go, and Cooper Spires wades in. Is it a jump ball as we get everybody untangled here? As the official is going to talk it over. Yes, it will be a jump ball, and it will be Rams basketball.
All right, everything that seemed to be going Linton's way earlier, now it's starting to turn. Paoli has applied the pressure. Now they just need to continue doing that. Put some pressure on this team. Make them turn it over.
Rams going to set up that picket fence right along the free throw line. This time Linton has a player behind it as Spires looking, going to lob it out high to Dakota Apple near the 10-second line. He dribbles in the lane, put it up in traffic, shot blocked, but a foul will be called.
Oh, that's got to be a technical.
He threw the ball on the floor. That is a technical. Connor Daly just upset with himself and frustration. And this may be the play that turns it here for Paoli.
He slammed the ball down so hard it nearly went up to the scoreboard in the center of the arena.
Officials are going to talk it over and iron all of this out. Should be Dakota Apple at the free throw line for 2.
He gets 2. Technical is 2. And then Paoli gets the ball.
Well, this could be a big play here for the Rams, who trail it by 3 at 42-39.
Well,
6:08 to go.
No, Chad's not the one to shoot. Dakota was fouled on the shot. He should be shooting because you don't want Chad shooting the free throws for the technical.
Well, unless they're going to call the foul on the floor for the first one, I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway, Chad at the line. His free throw is up and good.
All right, if he makes them, so much the better. He's got 5.
42-40. Here comes the second free throw for the Rams senior. On the way, it is up, and he got them both. How about that? So apparently they did say Chad was fouled instead of Dakota. And that will put Chad, he's going to stay there now to shoot the technicals and a chance to tie this game and give the Rams the lead. Free throw by Chad, up and good. 3 for 3. Not an easy thing to do when you're up there by yourself. The good news is he's shooting into the Rams cheer block. And now we hear a horn after he gets the basketball. And I think the officials are going to come over. But he's already made those free throws. Those are history. You can't change that. I don't think you can. Talking it over with the alternate official at the scorer's table.
Well, but the officials told Chad he was the one shooting the free throws on the foul. And then Paoli can decide who shoots the technicals.
And
the foul was called originally with Apple driving and shooting. He should have been the one shooting the two, and Chad, for whatever reason, was told to go up there.
6:08 to go. 42-42 is what the score is right now. And the officials have a meeting at the center circle with the emblem of the Seymour Owls right here at Lloyd Scott Gymnasium on the Donna Sullivan floor. Again, Donna, the Hall of Famer from Orange County, and, of course, the great aunt of Chad and Ian. So they have a lot to play for here today. Maybe that's what's getting Chad going at the free throw line with his great aunt over in the stands watching him trying to do good here. As, once again, these officials have to sort all of this out. I don't think you can take points off the scoreboard.
I don't think so, especially I was watching them. They went to Chad and said, you are the one shooting.
It's not like he walked up there voluntarily.
No,
they pointed it out to him.
Yeah, that was the official's decision. Now, the official over here at the bench is saying, okay, was he the one fouled, or was he shooting the technicals, or is he going to get both? And since you've already shot three, you might as well say that he's shooting both.
He's going to have to finish it out one way or the other, I would think.
Either way, they've stopped play with 42 seconds, or 6:08 to go. And the score tied at 42. If anything, it stops Paoli's momentum a little bit.
Exactly right. Rams are on a roll. Now the Ram fans try to cheer on their team as they urge everyone to stand up.
And I mentioned that that foul, that was on the technical was on 15 Daly. It counts also as a team foul. And then the personal, I didn't get the personal, but that's 3 team fouls against Linton now in the quarter.
Well, trying to hear what the public address announcer says about exactly who will be shooting and what the situation will be as he explains it. And Coach Dusty Cole, whatever it is, he's not liking it. Okay, well, they've taken the points off.
All 3. They've taken all 3 of those off of the board.
And that's not the Rams' fault, folks. This is the officials' fault.
All right, so we'll circle all of that. Score goes back to 39-42. We'll take those free throws away from Chad.
Free throw by Dakota, up and good. Now, we talked about the pressure Chad was under.
Yeah, and this is what I was saying. Apple was fouled on the drive. He gets 2 free throws, and then Paoli gets to decide who shoots the technical.
Dakota's second free throw up, and in and out, no good. That's all right, 42-40. Let's see. Now they're going to send Chad back up to the free throw line to shoot the technicals. Either way here, Chad gets a couple, and then the Rams will get the basketball. So we'll see how it all shakes out when it's said and done. Free throw by Chad, up and good. Chad, we've seen him get into a rhythm at times in games, and it's 42-41 with 6:08 to go in the game. Sullivan a chance to tie it here in this second half. Rams are down by 11, not no more. We are tied 42-42.
And my scorebook is a mess.
I can imagine. But again, it's not Bert's fault, okay?
That was all officials because they went and sought out Chad to say, you are shooting the free throws for the foul.
It's not like he walked up there voluntarily. All right, well, that's all said and done, and the Rams look to get the lead. Kirkland Hughes on the right wing with 6 minutes to go in the game. High posters, Apple down the lane, drives all the way. Shot short, no good. Rebound pulled down by Oliver. Oliver long lead pass to Miller down the right side. Miller in the corner to Daly. Daly into the corner, slows things up. Lobs it out high to Oliver. Oliver pump fakes the 3, picked up by Chad Sullivan. Rams in their half-court man-to-man. Cooper Spires picks up Miller between the circles. Jackson, the 5'8" senior point guard. Gets a screen right side, takes it to the wing. Here's Daly, 3 straight away up, in and out, no good. Ball tipped around, and Apple comes down with it for Paoli. He'll bring it up with the dribble. He gives it to the trailer Spires. He steps into 3. It's off the mark, no good. Deep rebound, Spires fight for it. He doesn't touch it. It was last touched by Linton Stockton, and it'll be Rams basketball with 5:18 to go, tied 42-42.
But the Paoli bench up in arms because when Spires got around the man trying to block him out, he was pulled to the floor.
Inbound pass comes to Hughes. He has to go up high. He lost it. Stolen by Miller. Miller brings it into the offensive end. slows it up in a double team out to Oliver. Fakes left, goes right down the lane, all the way in. Shot up, no good, but a foul going to be called. And now to put Oliver at the free throw line for two. As Rams again had a chance to come up empty to take the lead.
That foul on Padgett, his second on the team here in the quarter.
Oliver back at the line. Again, a 69% free throw shooter. Shot going to be in and out, no good. Well, he got a tough break there. That thing was in and spun out.
Honestly, it's about time.
White will come out of the ball game. Cooper Smith checks back in. See if the Rams could start to wear down the Miners late in this game. Second free throw, it's going to be short, just barely drew iron. And Chad Sullivan comes out of there with the rebound. Spires rushes it up into the offensive end. He's going to launch a long two-elbow jumper. Short, no good. Ball tipped around loose. Oh, it's going to go off the foot of Smith out of bounds. It'll be Rams basketball. There's a lot of people scrambling for that one. And going in is Oliver. And unfortunately, Jeremy Payton, the Rams JV coach, he got hit by an all-state football player.
Yeah, he's the last one you want to see charging at you. 6'4", 225. And he was at full speed chasing after that loose ball.
We're well under 5 minutes to go in a tie ball game, 42-42 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Linton stays in at 1-1-3. Spires to the right of the key to Hughes. Hughes looking on the wing. The Spires between the circles. Rams can be patient now. They've overcome an 11-point deficit. The ball tipped away. Comes right back, though, to Spires. And Apple will set it up.
Yeah, get Dakota down here on the baseline again. That has worked.
Spires walks it up, jump pass into the corner to Apple. He dribbles in on the baseline, jump fake, fade away, 10-footer off the rim, no good. Ball on the floor, loose, tipped around. Finally, Goodman comes out of there with it. Rams got that little short corner jumper. Daly dribbles in left side, gets around Sullivan, drives in, shot up, he got it to go, and a foul, and he'll have a three-point play opportunity. Connor Daly comes up with a big answer for Linton Stockton.
That is a big shot, big drive, and he had to be a strong youngster to be able to get through that defense that time. That foul is on Spire.
Still 4:15 to go in the ball game. 44-42. Linton Stockton on top. Free throw up there and good. A big three-point play.
He's got 18.
45-42. See if the Rams, they got to answer now. They've had problems responding at times, at least through the first three quarters. See if they can get on a roll here in the latter fourth quarter like they did in the third. Out high. Kirkland Hughes to Cooper Spires against that 1-1-3 zone. Spires dribbles into the elbow, jump pass into the middle to Padgett, but before we can complete the play, timeout going to be taken by the Rams. 3:57 to go, 45-42, Linton Stockton on top. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
When you're a member at Hoosier Hills Credit Union, something feels different.
I don't feel like a customer, I feel like a valued member.
Because here, it's not just banking, it's service, care, and community.
The difference with Hoosier Hills is real people who genuinely care.
When others just saw numbers, Hoosier Hills saw me.
Here, it's not a transaction, it's a relationship. It's not just banking, it's belonging. Hoosier Hills Credit Union. Belong to something more. Visit HoosierHills.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
It's been one of those days where Paoli has had to scratch and claw and continue to scratch and claw. That's an understatement. They have been battling from behind about all day. And right now, they're back within three after tying at 42. It's 45-42 right now. 3:57 to go, and Paoli's got it to the left of their bucket.
Spires looking to get it in, needs some help. 5-second count on, lobs it out to Hughes near the center circle, and Rams reset. Out high, Cooper Spires jump pass to Padgett on the baseline, fires it to Apple down the lane. Oh, a nice spin move, shot up in traffic off the glass, and good. Rams back within one, 13 for Dakota, 3:40 and counting, 45-44. Miller will bring it up across the timeline to Oliver. Oliver way away from the basket. Goes on the backdoor lob to Daly, who catches it in one motion, lays it up, and good. Nice set play that time by Linton Stockton.
He's got 19.
47-44. Rams got to answer. Spires between the circles to Hughes, back to Spires. Spires near the logo of the Seymour Owls, directing traffic against the zone. High post pass to Sullivan. Chad in a double team. Gets it to Padgett. Dane got to muscle his way up in traffic. Split the defenders, no good. Tipped around. Dane gets it back. It is blocked out of there nicely by Oliver on a good defensive play, even though the Rams got a couple of close looks. Here's Oliver going all the way in, and Apples tipped it away from behind.
Substitution for Paoli. Minton going to check back into the ball game, and Kirkland Hughes will go out. Paoli had a couple of good looks that last time with Padgett down low, but just excellent defense by Oliver getting back into the play.
Caden White comes back in, and going out will be Cooper Smith. 3:02 to go. Rams down by 3. It's Linton basketball, though, under their bucket. To the left of the basket, Oliver will trigger it in, looking for some cutters. Comes way out high to Miller. Miller will pull it down and set it up against the Rams man-to-man. Oliver to the left wing, working one-on-one with Padgett. Crosses over, goes baseline, jump shot up off the glass, no good. Ball tipped around. Oliver gets it, put it up in traffic, and he got it. Second chance by Oliver, a big one, 49-44, back to a 5-point lead. 2:40 and counting. Spires on the right wing for the Rams. They'll have to score on these possessions. As Dakota Apple jump pass down low to Chad on the baseline. Going to back it in with the dribble. Turns, spin move down, contact, no foul. Laid it up and good, though, off the glass. Sullivan answers with 2 to make it 49-46. Quick timeout taken by Coach Dusty Cole. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Paoli Health and Living is a senior living community that's not like the others. It's rich in history, a community landmark, and a place to call home. Get the care you need and deserve with Paoli Health and Living rehabilitation programs. Be unstoppable and take the guesswork out of therapy with their unique and personalized programs. And for residents needing extra care, the long-term care program is equipped with an expert team of nurses and therapists, dietitians, and dedicated certified nursing assistants. Learn more about the services available to you at Paoli Health and Living. Call 812-723-2595.
To wind down, 2:29 to go in the ball game. Paoli down by 3 at 49-46. Dakota Apple and Chad Sullivan, they've been leading the comeback offensively in this quarter. Apple with 5 of his 14 in this quarter. Chad's got 4 of his 8 in this quarter. Paoli took the timeout. They're going to set full court pressure.
Goodman looks to trigger it in, looking 5-second count on to Oliver. Oliver in the corner, over to Goodman. Goodman takes it down the left sideline into the offensive end. Will slow it up. Rams got to have a big defensive stand. They stay in their half-court man-to-man. Goodman out high with the dribble. Neither team in the bonus just yet. Miller to the left of the key with the dribble, picked up by Spires. They back him out with 2:10 to go in the ball game.
And they've gone to a stall.
He goes all the way down on the baseline. The ball nearly knocked away. Miller in a double team, throws it out high. Goodman fakes 3. Now he'll pull it back out. Going to spread it out, make the Rams play half-court man-to-man defense. Oliver with it. Oliver gets a double screen, turns the corner all the way in on the baseline, shot up and good. Oliver, a strong move off that staggered screen. He's got 21, 51-46 with 1:45 to go. Apple, Rams got to have a sense of urgency. Spires to Apple. Apple looking down low. Spin move down on the baseline here. Dakota kick it back out to Spires. To Padgett at the top of the key to Spires. Fakes 3, dribbles into the lane, crosses over, try to go open under, kick it out. Apple 3 out of the left corner, up back of the rim, no good. And we get a whistle and a foul away from the basketball, and this one will go against Linton Stockton.
And let's see who they're going to put it on. I think it's going to go on Caden White, 44. It is. That's going to be his second personal foul, team foul number 4 here in the quarter. Kirkland Hughes checks back in for Paoli. 3-point threat. See if he can knock one down.
Spires has it to the left of the basket, looking, directing traffic into Padgett. In traffic, puts a shot up. No good, gets his own rebound, and as it comes down, he is going to be mugged, and a foul going to be called on Linton Stockton.
And that foul is going to go on Cooper Smith. That's going to be his third. Team foul number 5. So Paoli shoots the free throws the rest of the way.
Dane Padgett at the line. Clock not running. Rams need these points. Free throw by Dane, up and good.
He's got 12 on the day.
Make it a 4-point ball game. Caden White comes back in. Cooper Smith will exit. Justin Thornton in along with Traylon Mitten. Chad Sullivan, Kirkland Hughes will take a seat on the bench. Rams will have to ratchet up the defense here. 4-point lead for Linton Stockton. Dane Padgett's second free throw up and good. 3-point ball game. Full court pressure. Lob it in half court. Get it to Goodman. Goodman's going to let traffic clear to Oliver, the trailer. Oliver will bring it up with the dribble, and the double team goes on the right side to White. White passes out. Oh, and it goes in the backcourt, and Justin Thornton going to track it down to Mitten. Mitten back to Thornton, and the Rams will hold it. Here's Justin. They're going to drive in, pull up 10-footer up and good. 51-50. 1:02 to go. Miller down the right sideline. Miller in the backcourt. Give it off to Oliver. Oliver, long lead pass to White. White back out to Oliver. 56 seconds to go. Down on the baseline. Driving is White. Goes cross court to Staley, who lays it up there and good. And a quick timeout by Matt Britton, 51 seconds to go in a 3-point ball game. 53-51, Linton Stockton on top. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summers Seamless Guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home? Protect it properly. Choose Summers Seamless Gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762. Summers Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
Well, just 51 seconds left in this one. Paoli still scratching and clawing. They're down by 3. It's 53-50. Just one tie in this second half. Paoli, if they knock down the 3 now, we'll have our second tie. That's what they may be looking for. Or get it down low, get your 2, and try to prolong the game.
Rams have been down by as many as 11 in this half. Spires brings it up, goes to the right of the key against the half-court zone. Dump it in the middle to Apple. Apple backs his way in, back to Spires. 3 right of the key, up. Oh, too hard, no good. Tipped around, and Daly comes down with a big rebound. He'll bring it up court with the dribble. Rams are going to have to foul. Down to 32 seconds to go. Daly, he's picked up the dribble. 5-second count on. Fires across court. Goodman fakes 3, dribbles into the lane. Cross-court pass out front to down low. The ball knocked away and stolen. And Chad Sullivan comes out of there with it, and a foul going to be called on Miller. That time, Linton commits a turnover, and the Rams take advantage of it. And they'll walk the length of the court. Chad Sullivan at the free throw line with 19.7 seconds to go.
Yeah, big break there with the turnover. The foul on Miller, his first, and that will put Chad Sullivan to the free throw line for Paoli.
Sullivan had a big day so far at the stripe. Try and continue it here. Free throw up and good.
That'll give him 9 on the day.
53-51. 19.7 seconds to go. Rams trailing in the ball game. Rams have 1 foul to give, but don't think they care about that right now. They'll have to gamble. Second free throw by Chad going to be short, no good. Padgett goes up high, then he falls to the floor, and they call him for a travel. Dane probably would have been better off if he could have thought about taking a timeout, but instead it goes as a travel.
And he got just a little help to the floor. There was a collision up high, but no call made.
Full court pressure. Ball comes in. Ram player goes down. Here's in the backcourt, Oliver. Oh, Miller nearly trapped. Rams are going to have to get into it. Here's Oliver in the backcourt ahead to Miller. Miller and Mitten's going to have to foul, and he does with 7.4 seconds to go in a 53-51 ball game.
That foul on Minton will be his 4th. And team 4th. Paoli still has another one to give before they shoot free throws.
So that is a help for Linton Stockton.
Yes. They'll get the ball in bounds and be able to kill another second or 2 before Paoli can foul.
And a timeout going to be taken. 7.4 seconds to go. 53-51. Linton Stockton on top. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Cave Quarries Incorporated and Calcar Quarries, dealers of agricultural lime, crushed stone, sand, hot and mix asphalt materials, and asphalt paving, invite you to visit one of their 2 locations. Cave Quarries, located 3 miles west of Paoli on State Road 56, and Calcar Quarries, located 2 miles east of Paoli on Highway 150. Phone 936-4923 for Cave Quarries Incorporated and 723-2109 for Calcar Quarries. Services you can count on. Quality guaranteed.
If there's one thing we all share, it's that our lives are all unique. At Raymond James, we believe that's worth celebrating because financial planning isn't just about numbers and figures. It's about creating the life you envision. So whether you're building a future or preparing for retirement, a Raymond James financial advisor can guide you each step of the way. To learn more, call financial advisors Jamie Sullivan or Jenny Baker at 812-849-2670. Raymond James & Associates Incorporated, member New York Stock Exchange, SIPC.
Situation listen as this, just 7 seconds left. Paoli down 53-51. They are on the defensive side. Paoli is. They're going to have to foul and put Linton to the free throw line. Paoli not guarding the man out of bounds.
That is Goodman along the sideline looking, finally gets it into Oliver, right back to Goodman. They're going to have to foul him quickly. Goodman, a 69% free throw shooter with 5.3 seconds to go. And he has two big ones here. He can really put the hurt on the Rams if he is able to knock down both of these free throws.
A foul on Thornton, his second, team fifth, and Goodman to the free throw line where he is 5 out of 5 on the day.
Free throw up and good. He was fouled on a three-point shot earlier this ball game. Rams had that situation twice here today that burned them. And looks as though Coach Matt Britton will take a timeout. He does with a 3-point lead. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Discover the convenience of Hoosier Hardware, now offering a comprehensive selection of ammunition for all your shooting needs. Located on 1st Street, 1 block from the square, we are your one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, painting, mobile home parts, water heaters, and general hardware supplies. In addition to our extensive inventory, we fill propane tanks, providing you with a cost-effective solution. Visit us today or call 812-723-2708 to see why Hoosier Hardware stands out for quality and service in the community.
Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than InFocus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At InFocus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. InFocus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus.
Ready for the second of two free throws, leading by 3 with 5 seconds left. This one is the big one. Paoli can tie if he misses. No, not much chance if he makes.
Goodman can be the hero. Shot up and good. 55-51. Long lead pass down to Padgett. Intercepted by Oliver. It's ball loose. Is it a jump ball? And it will be. And the possession arrow goes to Linton with 3.4 seconds to go. The Rams try to run out down court quickly. And Linton, give them credit, they were ready for that play. Linton, the length of the court to go, and Justin Thornton will come in with 3.4 seconds to go. Rams will have to get a quick steal and a quick shot, but the time is just not there on the clock, it looks like, to get that accomplished. Goodman looking. Goodman gets it in the backcourt. Daly bobbles it, and he's in a double team, and that's going to be your ball game. That'll be Linton Stockton upsetting the number 1 Paoli Rams here in the regional as Linton Stockton wins and moves on 55-51, ending the perfect season here today for Paoli in the 2A regional at Lloyd Scott Gymnasium, as it'll be Linton Stockton advancing and moving on 55-51, your final, the Miners over the Rams. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Tired of slow internet and weak Wi-Fi? Get connected with Orange County Fiber, your local reliable fiber internet service. With powerful parental controls, device prioritization, and built-in cybersecurity, your whole family can browse, stream, and game with confidence. And that's not all. Some plans even include indoor and outdoor cameras or video doorbells for extra peace of mind. Call Orange County Fiber at 812-865-2229. Fast, safe, and smart internet for your home or business.
Need a quick bite or cold drink or fuel for the road? Head to Betty's Food and Fuel, right across from Walmart at 656 North Gospel Street in Paoli. We're locally owned and operated and open Monday through Saturdays from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Sundays from 6 to 10 p.m. Enjoy competitive gas, daily food specials, a hot deli, fresh wraps, salads, and cold sandwiches. Need an ATM or lottery ticket? We have both. Find us on Facebook at Betty's Food and Fuel. For questions, call 812-203-0227. Betty's Food and Fuel, the one-stop shop.
Rams' perfect season comes to an end in regional play here at Lloyd Scott Gymnasium on the Donna Sullivan floor. Your final today on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Linton Stockton 55, Paoli 51. As we begin the Buddy's Food and Fuel postgame show, Buddy's Food and Fuel on North Gospel Street in Paoli. Well, it was the first half that the Rams don't want to remember. They got themselves in a hole. They tried to climb back, and Paoli just couldn't overcome a poor shooting first half, and they were able to finally climb back into this ball game in the third quarter after they got down by 11. In that first quarter of play, Linton jumped out to a 2-0 lead. The Rams tied it at 2. Were able to fight back to get it to an 11-8 score at the end of the first quarter. Paoli tied it up on a three-point play by Dane Padgett to start the second quarter of play, but then a bucket by Oliver, who had a big day. He and Daly, they were the daily double, so to speak, here today for Linton Stockton that the Rams could not slow down. Paoli finally able to tie it at 13 and then got the lead at the 2:21 mark on a big three by Kirkland Hughes at 16-13, but then that comes at the 2:21 mark, and the Rams, who historically do a great job of closing out quarters, get the role reversed here, and it is Linton Stockton who went on an 8-0 run to close out the second quarter to take a 21-16 halftime lead. Linton came out, got the first basket of that third quarter play. Padgett answered to make it 23-18, but then Linton Stockton got baskets. A big start to that quarter by Connor Daly, their leading scorer, and all of a sudden Linton Stockton was up 28-18. Paoli, though, continued to battle back, got it to 7, then it went back up to 9. Another big basket this time by Dane Padgett, cut it to 31-24. But Oliver then took over the middle part of that second quarter as he scored on 3 straight possessions, made it 33-24, and then 2 big free throws coming up off the play that time for Linton Stockton, as again it was White making it now 35-24 with 2:50 to go in the third quarter of play. But the Rams started to come back. Apple got a basket. Oliver answered. Then Paoli scored on 3 straight possessions. Baskets back-to-back by Apple, another one by Cooper Spires, and 2 big free throws by Chad Sullivan. Cut the lead down to 37-33 with 15 seconds to go. But then 2 big free throws knocked down by Connor Daly to make the score 39-33. But Chad Sullivan, he answered to close out the quarter 39-35. However, the Rams opened up. They fouled a 3-point shooter, as this time it was Goodman, and he went up there when it was a 5-point lead, made 3 free throws to make it 42-47. But the Rams came right back on baskets by Apple and Dane Padgett to cut it to 42-39. That's when we got into a bit of an issue on a foul that we thought was Dakota Apple to go to the free throw line, and then Daly, who committed the foul, didn't like it. He slammed the ball to the court, and a technical was called. But when everything was figured out, the officials went over and pulled Chad Sullivan to the free throw line. Chad went up there and made 2, and then they shot the first technical, and then the official on the bench said, hey, wait a minute, that's not right. They came over, they changed free throw shooters, they took 3 points off the board right then that would have had the game tied at that point. Dakota Apple went up, and he was able to knock down 1 out of his 2 free throws. Chad Sullivan then shot the 2 technicals and made that one, and we're tied 42-42. But then coming back, a big 3-point play by Connor Daly answered that, and all of a sudden it was back to 45-42. Dakota Apple kept the Rams in the game with a bucket, 45-44. But once again, there's Connor Daly, the 6'2 senior leading scorer, answered with a big basket, 47-44. Oliver, after a stop by Linton Stockton, made it 49-44. Chad Sullivan, though, again, big bucket underneath, made it 49-46. Oliver, though, with the answer to make it 51-46 with 1:49 to go. Dane Padgett knocked down 2 free throws with 1:24 to go to make it a 3-point ball game. Rams get a stop and a bucket by Justin Thornton in the lane, and the Rams were back within 1 at 51-50 with 1:06 to go. However, Connor Daly, the answer one more time to make it 53-50 with 51 seconds to go. To the line, Chad Sullivan was fouled, made 1 out of 2 to make it 53-51. And then Reuben Goodman closed it out with 2 big free throws with just 5 seconds to go to make it 55-51. And the Rams' perfect season for these seniors comes to an end. But it'll be a season to remember. But this one will sting for a while as they fall to the Linton Stockton Miners 55-51. Taking a look at rebounding in this ball game, Paoli had 21 rebounds total. 12 of them, though, were second-chance opportunities. While for Linton Stockton, they had the slight edge in rebounding, and they pulled down 24 and 7 second-chance opportunities. Paoli today, they turned the ball over 10 times. They just could not turn over Linton Stockton enough 14 times. But when they did turn them over, Paoli just uncharacteristic today, just could not take advantage of them as they have in the past and never got that big run going except when they got themselves down by 11 to climb back into this ball game. And then they just couldn't close it out as Linton Stockton able to pick up the win, 55-51. Linton Stockton, your regional champs, they will move on to the semi-state next week with a 24-4 record. The Rams bow out with a 26-1 record, and there are no more undefeated teams left in the state of Indiana after today's regional. We'll continue with the Buddy's Food and Fuel postgame show. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
If there's one thing we all share, it's that our lives are all unique. At Raymond James, we believe that's worth celebrating because financial planning isn't just about numbers and figures. It's about creating the life you envision. So whether you're building a future or preparing for retirement, a Raymond James financial advisor can guide you each step of the way. To learn more, call financial advisors Jamie Sullivan or Jenny Baker at 812-849-2670. Raymond James & Associates Incorporated, member New York Stock Exchange, SIPC.
Discover the convenience of Hoosier Hardware, now offering a comprehensive selection of ammunition for all your shooting needs. Located on 1st Street, 1 block from the square, we are your one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, painting, mobile home parts, water heaters, and general hardware supplies. In addition to our extensive inventory, we fill propane tanks, providing you with a cost-effective solution. Visit us today or call 812-723-2708 to see why Hoosier Hardware stands out for quality and service in the community.
Regional championship, Class 2A 23 regional here at Lloyd Scott Gymnasium, Seymour High School, and Linton with the upset today here. But if you're a Linton fan, you probably don't think it's an upset. They came in, of course, number 8. They defeat the Rams here today to punch their ticket to the semi-state, 55-51.
Yeah, Linton, they were just a tough matchup for Paoli, and